And we're live.
The moment, because a man
Right now?
always understands the moment.
shit.
And you know what
No, you
else a
good.
man does?
I was over here looking at
"Give
shit
me my
about Jason
theme
Tatum.
music."
Right.
Welcome to the, what is it, 9th, 10th?
Shit. I don't know.
Welcome to the newest and greatest episode of the Sports Panel. I am your host, Swell. Nice. You guys want to go ahead and introduce yourselves?
Jason.
Dude, I can't take
This dude is a fool, bro.
I can't
Yeah,
take it
that's Will,
serious,
man.
bro.
Something about that word, that name,
Dude.
he like it.
I don't know.
Can't take it
I think
serious.
he like
Look,
Take it serious.
it's just my...
It's okay. Whatever. What'd you say?
Jason.
All right.
Jason.
My man, appreciate you coming on.
Hey, appreciate you having me.
And
I'm Mark.
yeah.
Marky Mark.
Dude, everybody calls me that.
Do you even know where that's from?
Yes, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. I know. Mark Wahlberg.
I thought they were the Get Fresh crew.
Well, you know, some people
it's
change
the-
their names.
Yeah, maybe. That wasn't my my lane.
I mean, look at 2
wasn't mine
Chainz.
either.
2 Chainz, his name was Titty Boy.
Yeah. Hey, some people have some really good rebrands. I really hope that my rebrand is as good as that.
I'm gonna stick with what I know.
Yeah.
My name is my name.
I've been saying that lately. Motherfuckers don't know. You fuck with Push, right?
Oh, of course.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
You don't know what that is. That's cool.
We're gonna have to teach him a lot.
Yeah.
I'm
Hey,
good.
us OGs got to take care of the youngest.
I'm good.
Yeah. So we'll get right into it. Real quick, we're in week 1 of NFL football. Just kicking off. Preseason's over. The real shit is here. My fantasy football team is actually pretty decent.
Bruh.
Both of them. And you know what happened? I hit the blunt too hard, fell asleep, slept straight through one of my fantasy drafts.
Oh man.
And I still did good. Although my bench did have, I actually have a question for you guys. I had Brock Purdy. I had Dallas's, what's his name? See, I told you I'd be forgetting names. Dallas quarterback.
Oh,
Brock
Dak.
Purdy.
Dak
Prescott.
Prescott. And then I had Deshaun Watson.
Ugh.
And I had Atlanta.
Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins.
You got
Yeah, the
auto drafted.
It drafted me. Yeah, but it
They
still
did
gave
you
me a
dirty.
B.
Well, that's probably because everybody else you got. You might got some good
Yeah,
players.
who else you got?
On that one, here, let me pull it up.
I'm only
Quarterbacks, I don't know.
I'm only on one, and I actually do it. I got my grade was an A-.
Really?
Yes.
And it's funny because a lot of the guys would go through and they would tell me that I'm doing mock drafts. And the thing is like, I don't mock draft because anything could happen.
I don't.
Yeah.
Really, anything could happen. So for that one where I fell asleep, Dak Prescott, I got.
Wait, this is your bench? Or
No,
you
these
just
are
name it?
my lineup.
Okay.
This is my lineup. I got Breece Hall, Najee Harris, Devontae Adams, Chris Olave, Evan Ingram, Malik Neighbors, the Bills defense, and Cairo Santos is my kicker. And then so I made some additions on my bench, and I got rid of Kirk Cousins and added Jamal Williams.
Good job.
Yes. And then I got rid of Deshaun Watson and got Dante Foreman.
You got rid of a
That's
quarterback
not
to get a
that
running back.
bad.
Well, I have 4 quarterbacks.
Oh,
'Cause
that
I
was the same team.
Yeah, that was the same team. I kept Brock Purdy and I kept Dak.
Yeah, that's actually good.
Yeah.
Like for me, I got C.J. Stroud, I got St. Brown, I got Tank Dell, I got Pittman Jr., I got Isaiah Pacheco,
You're stacked.
dude, and then I got the running back for the Miami. I don't know how to say his name.
Mostert.
No, the other dude starts with an A.
He's probably just
Oh yeah,
fast
like
as all
Elaine
hell.
or something.
Like I don't even know.
a chain. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go, that dude. And then I got the Bills tight end, and
Kincaid.
then
That's what I got.
and then I had he was on my bench, but I got Coleman, the dude from the Bills.
Right.
He was on my bench, but T. Higgins isn't playing, so I had to swap them. So I got T. Higgins.
Yeah.
And then as my backup, I got Dak. And then I also got the Chargers running back Gus Edwards, the dude that was on the Ravens last year. And then for my backup tight end, I got Komet.
Yeah, my bench
I
is
got
decent.
Komet, my backup tight end too.
Yeah, and then I also got for a backup wide receiver, I got Gabe Davis. And then I also got Jared Judy. And then the kicker for the Chiefs, got him. And then I got Baltimore's defense.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. I
Yep.
got so my quarterbacks was Josh Allen.
Yep.
Oh, that's not
starting
bad.
him.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams. I got Bijan Robinson, DK Metcalf, Marvin Harrison Jr., Garrett Wilson, Kincaid, tight end from Buffalo, James Cook, Buffalo running back, Max Crosby is my DN because we got a defensive player in our
Oh,
league.
yeah, we don't do that. I wish.
Max
but that's a good
Crosby.
one.
And Bears D, and Fairbairn, the Houston's kicker.
Okay.
On my bench, I got Komet for my backup tight end. Cortland Sutton, backup receiver. And Williams, J.K. Dobbins. My bench ain't too strong.
But it's okay if you're top
Yeah.
heavy.
You know,
Yeah.
but-
And I always feel like when it comes to running backs, like running backs are probably the most often injured. So I can always dive into that well because there's always going to be two. They're going to run a 2-man.
Well, that's
Everybody
why
runs a 2-man.
I was going to get Barkley. But I was like, the dude gets hurt all the time.
Shit, I bet
man.
you
And
wish
then
you had him now.
no, I
bet you
didn't.
had
I didn't
him.
get him. Guess what? The guy that I'm facing, my cousin, he
He's
got him.
Barkley.
I was like,
Yeah, and-
motherfucker.
And I was sitting there and I like the draft that I did actually sit through and draft all my players. I saw Barkley come up and I was like, nah.
That's what I'm saying. And then what fucked me up too is he had Reed, the dude from that was on Green Bay's wide receiver.
Yeah.
Bro, just them two, he fucked me with.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
he's
God
probably,
damn.
he's probably
Did he-
out of here now.
Did he start Reed?
Yeah, dude, he started him and Saquon.
Really? Because I had Reed on my bench.
Yeah, he probably got
Fuck.
that.
I
sounds
had
You
like a
Reed.
fucked up.
team.
But no, on that team, I have Devontae Adams, Olave, and Neighbors.
Yeah,
So
nah,
it's
I
like-
wouldn't. Well, I would. Honestly, Neighbors is a rookie, so I would have switched them.
Probably.
Man,
Neighbors is
because
their
and
only
thi-
weapon.
And think about it.
Yeah.
Jones isn't even that good though.
But he's literally their only weapon. Though.
They're gonna be throwing him the
Dude,
ball.
did
all
you
year.
see when he got drafted?
Where?
When he got drafted to New York, he was like, you could tell his face like, fuck,
Yeah.
dude.
There's some franchises that are like that where like because me being from Michigan, it used to be the Lions where people are like, fuck, I
Yeah.
don't want to go
Oh
there.
yeah, I
I
remember
don't
that.
want to go there. But now you got a couple franchises out there that are like, you're literally, it's like getting drafted to the Pistons. Like,
Literally.
I mean, but how many people can say they won multiple Super Bowls in the last 20 years?
unless you play with Tom Brady, not many.
The Giants.
The Giants have. Yeah, they have. I mean, that's a thing.
It's a fact.
But they've fallen apart though.
Oh yeah, they trash. I ain't saying they ain't trash.
Yeah.
But I'm saying though, there's a lot of other teams that
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I'd be pissed if I was drafted to them. They ain't gotta.
but it's New York though.
And if you're getting drafted,
Well,
you're getting
you-
drafted to change the culture.
Did you ever see? I think we talked about it like in a previous one where their GM let his kids pick.
Oh yeah.
And his
Yeah.
kid literally picked Jaden Daniels. He was like, "No, we're not gonna." Draft him.
He's on the hot seat right now. That tweet about him and Saquon is getting where he said that he'd be sick to his stomach if Saquon is with Philadelphia. And, yeah. And you know it was funny because we were talking about draft picks and where people get placed. The Kansas City Baltimore game just passed.
Phenomenal.
Great game. Who was the name of the running back that Casey picked up? That's super fast.
No, they didn't get a running back. They got wide
Xavier-
receiver.
Xavier
It was
Worthy.
Xavier Worthy.
Xavier Worthy. Man,
Dude.
and where was he drafted?
28th, I believe. Because I
Yeah,
looked
'cause
it up
everything,
because I was like, I want to know how fast this dude. Dude, he broke the. I didn't even realize he broke the combine record.
And
there's-
fastest of all time.
There's
Yeah.
two teams that when I think of speed, there's two teams that I think of that notoriously draft just fast players for no reason. Miami and Oakland.
Yeah,
Very surprised
First
he didn't.
round, 28th pick.
Very surprised that they passed up on him if they had picks. How he didn't end up on those teams. I know Baltimore's definitely, because they're a team that's all about speed as well because of Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
I know they're kicking themselves about letting him go in the draft. I mean, immediately coming out and making an impact.
Well, sometimes you gotta pick to keep a player away from somebody.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Right.
you don't let him go to Kansas City. That's crazy.
Of
Yeah.
all places.
I don't see why they didn't draft him because think about it. They got Zay Flowers too. So that would have been, having both of them, that would have been a good duo.
And a lot of times, I learned this when I was in Arizona and I lived there. We had a tent sale. I was selling cars. We had a tent sale, and the Cardinals actually sponsored that tent sale. We did it on their parking lot. The whole tent. We had 1,000 cars out there. Test drives and everything were organized by them. It was a really nice event. But ownership came out, the Bidwells at the time. And they talked to us, and it was in the summer, and they were talking about the draft, and they said, you know us, we don't draft for need, we draft for talent. And some teams really do that. Yeah. They just draft, but there are other teams that will draft for need, for fit, for
that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it could go both ways. Yeah. Maybe they didn't feel like they had a need, maybe they didn't feel like, but if you're Kansas City and you're seeing a guy like that, all you're seeing is what just left out of your door and went to Miami.
Tyreek Hill 2.0.
Exactly, and he's faster than Tyreek Hill.
Dude, the dude ran a 4.21.
That's
nasty.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
Who did you guys have coming into the game?
I had Baltimore.
I did too.
I wanted Baltimore to win, but I knew Kansas City was going to win.
I didn't want Kansas City to win because of Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I'm tired of it.
I'm
just tired of them showing her, bro.
I'm sick of it.
Why?
Exactly.
Like, why are we doing this? Like, what does she have to? She don't know fucking shit about football.
Dude, I saw this thing where this sports analyst was like complaining about how people are like complaining that they're showing her too much. It's like, who cares? But I'm like, dude, it has nothing to do with the game.
If she was okay, it would make sense if Taylor Swift was, millions of selling artist or whatever. And also, she was a world-class volleyball player. Okay, cool. Right. She's an athlete.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Or she played in the WNBA. I'm okay with watching, Los Angeles Lakers games and seeing, who is it, Asia?
Asia Wilson.
Asia Wilson. Mm-hmm. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with seeing her 5-6 times. I'm okay with watching watching a show and watching a game and seeing what's her name? Caitlin Clark. I'm okay with that. Yeah. She hoops. It makes sense. Yeah. She hoops.
My thing is, I feel like it affects the game. I have a feeling the NFL wants to see Kansas City in the Super Bowl. They want to see Taylor Swift because they can capitalize off of it.
Well, now it's even more fucked because no team has ever had a three-peat. Mm-hmm. And they're now on the verge of trying to have a three-peat.
And I like Kansas City. Now she just making me not like them now.
Yeah.
For real. I don't like... I'm about to go on a rant. I'm not going to rant on my first.
You can.
I'm good.
You definitely can.
I'll wait.
And then
we got some time.
What pisses me off is like all these like Taylor Swift fans, now they're watching games, but they're only watching the Kansas City ones because they want to see her.
They make stupid ass jokes like, "Oh, what's going on during the Taylor concert?" Like,
right.
I don't like that shit. I really fucking don't. But whatever, we'll keep it rolling.
Swifties don't.
Dude, I'm about to just go to a game and pull Uncle Phil on her ass.
Secret Service gonna shoot you on sight.
I'm gonna throw her like he did with Jazz.
Secret Service. Mm-hmm. Do you guys have any takeaways from the game?
Yes. Okay. Lamar Jackson ain't ready.
Really?
He ain't ready to be the guy yet.
Dude, he could have.
Afterwards, it felt like he blamed the team.
No, he missed wide open throws.
Dude, that one was he even said it wasn't for him, but it's like, dude, he was wide open. It should have been on him.
He played a good game, but he had too many turnovers. And when he had the chance to at least tie the game, and you're right there, and you keep missing wide open, that's you. That ain't nobody but you.
You can't get mad at, of course, the game ended, I wouldn't say controversially, because his foot was actually on the line. It was on the line. It was KD at the 3, Yeah. It is what it is. But at the same time, like immediately afterwards, they had an opportunity. They still had an opportunity. Was it?
No, that was it.
That was
okay.
It.
Oh, excuse me.
That was literally with 5 seconds left.
I think, or was it the play before?
It was the play before that where he threw it and he threw it like way past him, right? And he was like, in the press conference, he's like, that wasn't even meant for him.
But that wasn't even the only one.
Yeah.
The one that got batted down, if he throws that over the defender, he's wide open. That's a touchdown.
He threw one right behind the guy.
Yeah, it was crazy.
He threw one where it looked like the DB was just like this.
He choked.
All he had to do was that, and then he hit it.
If you ask me, I call that a choke.
Yeah.
And then they had a lot of Buffalo, Boston. I'm not even there. Baltimore had a lot of issues with their offensive line. I mean, sometimes it feels like the refs are picking on them, but other times
their offensive line wasn't that good though.
Right.
Like think about it. Last year when they played them in the I think it was the
AFC Championship
game.
The
AFC Championship game, he only ran for like 60 something yards.
Right.
That one, dude, he ran for like 120.
Like,
yeah.
$120.
And it's because he had to run.
Yeah. But that's a good thing though. When your offensive line for a running quarterback.
Yeah.
When your offensive line kind of breaks down, that's when you take off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I'm saying they could have did it better.
Yeah.
You know, because I honestly felt like he didn't have that much time to even let it go.
But the best thing he had going for him was his legs.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't throw. He almost threw an interception on the last drive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But well, I mean, and it's just funny to me because you expect the reigning Super Bowl champs to be sloppy because generally the next season they have the most turnover because everybody wants to get paid. So it just to see Baltimore be a little bit more sloppy and Kansas City looking like a well-oiled New England team, it's, you know.
The crazy part about it, I think, is that I don't even think Kansas City's that good.
You don't think they're that good? Oh, you just think that they just got under their skin?
Even last year.
Yeah.
I don't think they were the best team in football.
I mean, shit. Think about it. Last year,
they pulled a baseball move and just got hot at the right time.
They had no receivers.
No,
He had nobody to throw the ball to besides Kelsey.
they had Juju.
Juju.
No, England had Juju.
Oh, New England had
he
Juju.
wasn't with them that year.
But they had who was it?
Tony, right?
Yeah, Tony from
But the thing is, he kept dropping the ball.
dropping balls.
But Rasheed Rice,
Balls.
he
Yeah, I was
had a
literally
breakout.
about to say it. I
Rasheed
was
Rice
about
had
to
a
say it.
breakout year. I mean, rookie year, he did solid. I'm not gonna say he did crazy numbers, but
I mean, shit.
he was serviceable for that team.
The game he just had, he did good numbers.
Yeah, he did good numbers, but we have to see what's gonna happen through that time because he's still under investigation for.
No, they dropped it.
Did they?
Yeah.
What
They
was
dismissed it.
up with Boston's tight end situation?
Who?
I mean, not Boston, but Baltimore's tight end situation.
Oh,
Well, Andrews didn't. I don't think he played, did he?
He
No,
did.
he did,
But he
but
didn't
the
get the ball.
I think what it is that because of Andrew's crazy injury last year, like it was like, did you see that shit?
No.
Yeah, what
Like
happened? I know it was an ankle injury.
It's like his whole shit like almost.
Oh, was it? I thought it was an ankle injury.
No, it was bad, bro.
Yeah.
It was bad.
I kind of figured though that's why they didn't play
And
him.
what that does when you get a crazy injury like that, it messes
Yeah.
it messes with your psyche. Like
No, yeah,
if he cuts
The wrong
way,
way.
that's
But
it.
he didn't even get a touch.
Yeah.
He did.
No, he did, but he only
got a
had
reception.
like
Well, no, I
had
mean,
like
in the
14
first
yards.
half, he didn't get a touch.
Well, I mean, when you got Lamar Jackson running almost the whole entire game.
See, I told you.
Or throwing
I mean,
interceptions.
exactly because, and that's one of the reasons why Lamar Jackson lost that weight. Like he dropped down on weight because he realizes he's not a pocket passer. He's not. I'm sorry. He could throw the ball.
I think he's good at throwing the ball.
No, he's good at throwing the ball, but is he consistent accuracy? I don't think so. No, because we've seen him in crucial games throw the ball to where he was not supposed to throw the ball, and get intercepted.
True, that's fair.
Yeah, that's the thing. So he went back to what the offense went back to what he knows, and he can scramble and he could throw outside the pocket, which we saw him do. What was that? Monday? No. Was that Wednesday?
Thursday.
Thursday night. I'm sorry. But the thing is that Lamar, I feel like Lamar Jackson's getting to that point where he's getting to that plateau like Dak Prescott. He does outstanding numbers in the season, but when it comes postseason, that's a wrap.
If you're a fantasy football owner, which we all are,
Right.
Here, just put. You
That's
probably
what I
want to
was-
push it a little bit forward that way.
This way.
I mean, like, see right here, this right here, and just the whole thing past you.
Lamar Jackson has to be your top 2 or 3 quarterbacks you're taking,
Well,
fantasy wise.
Well, he's
Okay.
he's
I got it.
He's top,
Is
but
that
like,
is that better?
you want to put it past you, right? Sorry. Yeah, I probably have to fix it for you. But are you drafting? Are you picking up Likely?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now,
From what I was just saying.
Yeah. Now he's the most. What do you call that? Like he's gonna get the most. Like he's gonna get the most snaps.
Over Andrews.
Yeah. He's gonna get the most snaps over
Yeah,
him. Especially from the last game.
I think he's coming up because Andrews, like I said, oh my bad. So like I said, Andrews is his psyche is not maybe it'll take a little bit for it to rust off where he'll maybe game 5, 6, throughout the middle of the season.
Shit, I'm about to pick him up right now.
He'll come up and explode, but right now it's likely
That was crazy.
It's, right
hold
now,
on. Hold on.
I missed
Hold on. Hold on.
Wait, what? What just happened?
Come out and explode, my guy.
Oh, that's crazy.
All right.
Hey, but you never know, man. Like
I hope I don't.
no, I don't mean I don't with you. No, but what I'm saying is that I think right now Andrews needs to get back into his head towards his mentality of doing what he does. You know what I mean?
Take time.
You think is it a bounce back, or am I just picking up Likely right now?
I say pick up Likely right now, but
Likely a tight end.
A tight end, yeah.
Oh,
Pick
okay.
up Likely right now, but I think Andrews come maybe half towards the season. I think he's gonna come back.
Even if Andrews come back, he ain't playing as good as what Likely just showed.
Yeah,
but the problem
Andrews
is
wasn't that good.
and I got Kyle Pitts.
But the
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
But like I said, it's more
I would get Likely over Pitts.
right now. Yes,
It
right
seems
now
like- it
because
seems like
right
that's
now
his top target.
right now yeah that's right now because Lamar Jackson only has what he has Derrick Henry, he has Likely and Zay Flowers. That's pretty much
Zay
it.
Flowers be hurt all the time too.
That's pretty much it.
So wait,
And
would
then-
you get him over Komet?
Well, the only thing I would get him over Komet because
Look, I just need to know
He
because I
doing
got
G-
Komet.
he- he's
No,
trying
I'm
to find
trying
out
to,
something.
I'm trying to decide if I should let him go or not.
the problem is if the problem is that the Bears is loaded.
Got too many options.
Yeah.
The Bears is
All
loaded.
right,
you got
I'm getting rid of Komet and get it Likely.
Yeah, we got way too many. And I got Komet, and I'm talking about. I should have thought about that. Too.
I just dropped Pitts right now to get Likely.
Hey, y'all about to let me make a move.
Yeah. I just looked at him right now because he's not available in one league, but he is available in another. And that's my team. I got Lamar Jackson, Etienne Jr., I believe he's with Jacksonville. I got
ETN.
Yeah, I got Kyron, Puka Nacua, Debo.
Puka, that's my guy.
Yeah, I got Stephon Diggs, Ravens defense, and Moody for my kicker. It's a decent team, but I think I'm gonna have to pick
I
up.
messed up and got Hollywood Brown, and I don't know why I would have ever done that.
Nah. I saw him. I was like, nah.
I should know he wasn't playing.
No, well, I mean, it's good. It's definitely gonna for him. It's
He's
gonna,
on Arizona, right?
No,
No,
Kansas
he's
City.
on Kansas City. Yeah, they picked
He
him
didn't
up.
play.
Yeah, he didn't play.
Like hell, like he don't ever play.
But I think Hollywood Brown, when he is ready to play, whenever that is, I think he's gonna be serviceable. I think he's gonna be another valuable weapon for Patrick Mahomes.
I'd rather have him than Juju.
No, but the problem is exactly. But right now he's not playing. So once he does play,
Is he hurt?
Yeah, well, he just said out. I didn't.
yeah,
Oh.
I'm not 100% sure about that. But once he does get on the field, that's gonna open up the field for Worthy.
Worthy.
Exactly. And that dude, that
might be their
the
3P.
only thing that I'm concerned about him. He has the speed, but I don't think he can match up man to man with not with the top DBs.
Well, he's too small.
Yeah.
He's too small,
He ain't
and
got
he doesn't
that-
have any. He doesn't have that push.
Yeah, he
like,
ain't got that-
but if you get him in the
that
zone,
heel strength.
it's over.
I feel like he has to actually like put on some muscle though.
Well, I mean, he's in the NFL, so
He will. He'll put on some muscle. But right now, like I said, man to man, DB, I don't see him breaking.
If
breaking
it was
that.
me, I'd
He
be in the
don't have
weight
to.
room every day.
he don't have to.
No.
Gadget play him, reverses.
Yeah,
Stuff
and then you
like
could
that,
use
man.
them. I mean, you could use them so many ways. It's not even funny. Inside, outside, the jet sweep. I mean, you can use you can use them in so many ways.
You can't
It's
teach speed.
I mean,
Exactly.
dude, the play that he scored on first touch, that was amazing ass play.
I was trying to get him, but I was trying to get him in the later rounds because I mean we didn't know who what kind of who he was and what he was gonna do. I was hoping he was gonna sit there, but somebody picked him up.
Well, I'm pretty sure he had a couple touchdowns in the preseason.
Yeah, he did.
I don't know.
He did, but I just didn't want to take that risk by having him in the top 3. I wanted to try to get him 4 or 5, but he was already picked up by then. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I got to go somewhere else. But I think I got a decent team. I think I went a little bit more heavy on wide receivers.
Yeah.
I didn't go heavy with the running backs, and that put me in a hole now because my running back crew is very light.
Yeah,
Like,
I
it's
went
hard
heavy on the receivers too.
Hard to find that balance.
Yeah.
Like I got Josh Jacobs, Zach Moss, Antonio Gibson, and I think Chuba Hubbard. That's it.
I think,
Yeah.
but the thing is,
That's
with running
real
backs,
life.
it's,
That's real life.
I feel like the only good one was Jacobs.
Right.
That's it.
But just like I said with running backs, they go down fast. So
Yeah.
it may affect you for a week or two, but
Yeah.
after you figure out who's actually going to play after this week, I think we'll be pretty good.
Yeah.
Who's your quarterback?
I got Brock Purdy as my first. I
not
picked.
bad.
No, he'll give me 25, 30 points easy. Not every
Well, that's
game,
with
but
with his weapons.
yeah. And then I got Brandon Ayuk too. I got St. Brown from Detroit.
I got him. He was my first pick.
I got Jacoby Myers.
That one's all right.
Shut up.
I said it's all right.
Let me see.
Go ahead. You can name. We named all of ours.
Let me see it. It was crazy
Yeah.
too.
What was that?
Let me see it was crazy too.
Yeah, it
but I
was
didn't
crazy.
wanna say
It was
nothing. I
wild.
didn't want to say nothing.
You just got a bunch of wild boys
Yeah,
in here.
y'all
Hey,
crazy.
what's-
Y'all
do you-
just let loose up
Wait,
here.
Whip
what's
it
your,
out.
what's your do you have a fantasy name?
Yeah.
What's yours?
Well, one of them is just literally team,
Come on, man.
generic.
What's your name?
But
The Beers.
The beers.
Instead
I
of the
like it.
Bears, the Beers.
my fantasy baseball team was Dark Keys. Because if you say it fast, the Dark Keys.
That was stupid. That was stupid.
So this is my lineup I got right now. My top guys. I have Brock Purdy, St. Brown, Brandon Ayuk, Josh Jacobs, Chuba Hubbard as my other running back.
This man got a C+ grade. Watch.
Shut your ass up. Dalton Schultz. Now I took Scary Terry just because Daniels is. I feel like him and him are gonna blow up, but they're gonna blow that up.
Terry McLaughlin.
No. Terry McLaren.
Pause, man. Pause.
What are you talking about?
They gonna blow it up,
Yeah, y'all are
wild group
undefeated
today.
right?
dude. Today is just.
And then we're doing, and then I got as a flex, I got Calvin Ridley. My kicker is T Bass from Buffalo. I feel like he's gonna do a lot of field goals because Allen doesn't have anybody to throw to in Buffalo. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say, it's gonna be a lot of
Dawson
field
Kincaid.
goals.
It's gonna be a lot of Kincaid. That's
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
tight end.
And that the rookie though. Supposedly he's
And then
really
I got
good.
Dallas as my defense, which they don't upset me. They always do solid for me. Zach Moss in Cincinnati, Cole Kmet. I just picked him up because he was the best available there. Jacoby Myers as my bench, and then I picked up my backup quarterback, which I feel like he's gonna have a good year. Bo Nix in Denver, he's gonna have a good year.
Yeah, I changed my mind. He had a D+.
Gabe Davis as another bench. I feel like
I have him.
yeah, he's gonna be a nice little flex just in case I need just in case any of my guys go down. And then I picked up Antonio Gibson because he was the best running back available at that time. Yeah. I was number 8 pick, man.
That was
I
I was number
but
8.
my shit's way better than
I was
that.
number 8.
My
Yeah,
shit was
but
an
how
A-.
many- Yeah, but how many guys do you
10.
You got 10?
10.
We're rolling with 12.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's too many.
I'm one's a 12 man and one's a 10 man.
Pause.
12 too many.
Yeah,
that's
now you
crazy.
changed it. This man said 12. No, that's too big.
But you never know. Like mine wasn't even the worst. My buddy Eric from Tire Shop.
How you see a grade?
Dude,
It was.
check this out.
Hold on, let me see if you can still.
Are you
get
guys
it.
all ESPN?
Yeah.
No, mine's on
My
Yahoo.
Okay.
Man, y'all still
Hey,
got
I'm
Yahoo?
on it. I mean,
Look at this shit. This is Eric's roster. Look at his bench. Because this is guys that he picked and didn't realize it. didn't realize these guys are gonna
On the right, right?
yeah
He's got Odom Beckham
out.
to D Hop. Is that a Beckham? Oh, Cam Akers. Oh no!
And then he went and got eight. He went and this
It's
dude.
a
I
good
didn't even know
name, right?
Odell was still playing.
Yeah, he
No.
Hey, look at this name. Tell me this ain't good.
Odell's not playing.
no, he's not playing, but he's on a team.
Show me your TDs.
He's on a team.
He's a free agent, so you can pick up
Odell's
free
on
agents.
Miami.
Wait, he released on? He got released?
No, he's on Miami.
That's what I thought he was on Miami.
Oh, he got picked up in Miami.
yeah,
Yeah.
but he's not playing because he's hurt.
Yeah.
Of course.
No,
He signed only a
but-
1 year deal though.
But
that Rams championship where he pretty much ended his career. As
Yeah.
we know it, worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
because he got a
He
Super Bowl
scored,
out of
too.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Well, even before they signed him, or I think when they were doing his physical, they told him like, "Yo, like you have nothing," and he was like, "Fuck it, we're just gonna ride it till the wheels fall off." And then look, that game,
Fell off.
fuck yeah.
Fucking Eric from Tire Shop.
Let me see his lineup.
So this
I
is
thought
his,
he was coming back.
so he
did
With
too.
the
so
Rams,
he,
I thought
so
he
he
was
went
changing
in
his
he
career.
went and grabbed AJ Dillon
God
and not
damn.
realizing that he was on IR.
It's a great job. It's a great GM.
Dude, when he picked him, the whole room went silent because we were looking at him like, is he fucking kidding?
If he dies, he dies.
Damn.
Keeping up with the
sorry.
discussion of football. Right before we got into, all the drama. Every time we came in here,
Oh, yeah.
it was always
A wide receiver drama.
wide receiver drama. Who's getting paid? Who's not getting paid?
Paid.
Everybody got paid.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you were right. You called it. Everybody got paid and they stayed
Everybody
on
got
the
paid
team.
and they stay put.
Yeah.
And a lot
But the problem is that I don't like the dragging. Like it's like, especially the worst part. CeeDee Lamb wasn't bad, but the Ayuk, man, Ayuk was dragging.
He was
like
everywhere.
Well,
Like-
CDs made sense though.
Like no, don't get me wrong, but Ayuk is but you can't call Ayuk a scrub.
No.
No.
He
No,
worked every
but
bit of that money.
the problem is he requested a trade, and maybe it was logical, smart for him to do all that because it got him a payday. But the problem is that you went in and said, I don't want to trade because if you're not gonna pay me, I want out. Then you go shop around, you go to Steelers, go to Patriots, and Patriots are willing to pay him $34 million a year. $34 million a year, more than what San Francisco was going to pay him.
But are you gonna go to that team?
But you gonna go there?
But he
Yeah.
didn't want to go. But we talked about this already. Nobody wants to go to New England no more.
Right.
Because if
they
you don't,
suck.
no, they don't suck. But at the moment, yes, they suck.
They're-
But
they're not the same
But they're not the
culture.
same. But because Tom Brady's not
You don't
there.
got Tom Brady.
Yeah, if Tom Brady was there, all day.
Man,
you back to the early 90s
This dude's like
Patriots
you
now.
with Kobe. You need to take it out of your mouth.
I agree, and I just think that a lot of times when you're a franchise and you have a player who's unhappy, but he's not a very replaceable player.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Kobe went through the same thing. Speaking of,
absolutely.
He
there
was
a-
almost in Chicago.
He was almost in Chicago. He was almost. There was another team out there that he almost went to, and it was to the point where
He was looking for houses in
Looking for
Chicago.
houses.
Oh,
in
I
Chicago.
remember that.
Yeah, he was. That was a whole thing, but it makes more sense to just keep that player, make him happy and let it rock.
It's just two people calling each other's bluff.
Really, it is.
Really, but it was but the problem is you got teams involved, like especially Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh was the main team that was in favor to get Ayuk,
That'd be
and
nice.
they had a verbal agreement. Like it wasn't a handshake, it wasn't signed or anything, but it was a verbal agreement because the compensation to San Francisco was good, and the money was good. But
But the quarterback is trash.
yes,
And at the
We're
end of the
talking
day,
about Russell Wilson.
at the end of the day, someone needs, and that's a great segue into
Yeah.
Russell Wilson probably not playing tomorrow.
no,
No, he's not.
So
He's not
Fields-
not?
I thought
so
they
Fields-
said that he was
so
starting.
Fields.
Fields is gonna play.
What's gonna?
And Fields not giving that job
Let's
up.
just go around the room and you guys just tell me what's gonna happen.
I thought they already said that he was starting.
No, they said he said he had a calf
Injury?
not an injury, but it was like a calf, like it was bothering him, through practice, like it was an irritation, like you know, and you could tell
They're trying to play it safe.
it was kind of because
He's
it was
old.
kind no, not just that, but this perfect example, Jordan Love.
Yeah.
That dude's calf was hurting him, like he was feeling it through the game, and that's why they were trying to loosen it up, and look what
It
happened.
looked like it was a cramp. That's what I thought they were rubbing it out.
No,
Pause.
oh well, it could have been a cramp, but
But
I
it
thought
looked like it.
It looked like it, but I think it was more. I think his calf. I think something was going on with his calf. I think it was.
I
Just,
saw that. Yeah.
yeah, because they literally they pulled him to
That's
the
like
side.
KD.
Yeah,
They literally showed
And
him
then-
on
and
the
then-
sideline
and then-
just with
and
the
then-
thing.
like that.
Is it an ACL?
Well, no, MCO.
MCL.
Is it MCL?
Yeah.
Oh, he done for the season?
No, they supposedly.
Depending on how bad it is.
Well,
Nah,
apparently
he's-
they said it's going to be 3 to 4 weeks. I'm like,
well,
bro,
that's if
MCO. Come on.
That's if they. I mean, they must be doing something to speed up that process.
I mean, with a young quarterback like that, and you just bet it all on that guy being your next, and he's shown flashes too. Hey, listen, if he needs to take a year off, he's
I
20
hate
some
the
year old.
Packers.
Years
But
old.
did you see
But he
the
looks
play
good.
though?
Take that fucking
Oh,
year
yeah.
off,
Dude.
because the thing is when he runs up against the Lions,
oh yeah.
he's gonna have a tough day. He's gonna have a real
All
tough
day.
day. Get that shit fixed
Yeah,
before. You know what I mean,
absolutely.
take your time. What's the path with Pittsburgh right now?
That shit's not. They're not going to do that good.
I mean,
Who they're playing this week?
Atlanta?
Atlanta. Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe you don't need.
Well, yeah, don't sleep on Atlanta now. But I got Pittsburgh winning.
Well, Atlanta has offensive power.
Mm-hmm.
They have to score a lot of points in order for them to win games because their defense
Trash.
Who's their
But Pittsburgh's defense
quarterback?
is good. Kirk
Kirk
Cousins.
Cousins. Because they
Drake
got
London.
I'm not even gonna
Bijan
say.
Robinson.
I'm not gonna say he's gonna be that good though, because he's literally coming off of ACL injury.
yeah, but the problem is Kirk Cousins has always been a great all season round quarterback.
Also,
No, he's a good quarterback, but I'm saying it's like, how's he gonna
coming
do
off an
coming
injury is
of
always
injury?
different.
coming
and,
off
you know,
a-
and you're old.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time, if he has a good offensive line, he'll be fine.
Oh, you know what? They're not going
he's
to be
got
that bad
weapons.
though, because they just drafted that one dude too.
Their backup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
which is
yeah.
fine. Their backup quarterback, rookie, which at first didn't make sense, but now it kind of does.
Michael Penix.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Penix.
He's solid.
He is
He's
solid, and he looked pretty decent out there. I would say, when it comes to football, sometimes I leave it to the system as well, and
Yeah.
I do believe in Tomlin's system.
Yeah.
Been there forever.
Yeah.
He's definitely a traditional Pittsburgh coach. So I believe in him more so than I believe in the coaching staff that they have over in Atlanta. Just because they're not trying things out, they kind of have a proven
But
system.
the problem is, I get that. I get the culture and all that. But the problem is, I feel like Russell.
he's just bad.
Russell exactly. Hey, Russell ain't.
He wasn't
Russell,
that bad last year.
or
he
Ever
wasn't
since
that
he
bad.
left
No,
Seahawks, he's been
no.
bad.
It's not that he wasn't bad. It's just that a lot of these and don't get me wrong, I might be wrong about this. We
So
talked.
that means he's going to be wrong.
No. We talked about this the last couple podcasts, sportcasts. When these quarterbacks start getting paid, that's when shit starts to go. That's when shit starts to go down.
Yeah.
and you never know.
That's
I
almost
mean,
with anybody.
the one thing-
But I'm not saying for just quarterbacks, but the quarterbacks are the most highest paid players. And don't get me wrong, whenever they get their money, hey, get your bag. But
like
the
they
problem,
check out.
right? Get your bag. But some of these quarterbacks, when they get their bag, they check out. Let's say Deshaun Watson.
yeah.
He was getting massages though.
No, but
Massages, though.
but
Who
when
got
he
time
got
for practice when I'm getting these
but,
massages?
But when he got that $250 million guaranteed,
Yeah.
he checked out.
Well, also one thing about since Russ is QB1, but he's not going to be playing. Justin Fields, we've all said it. He was just a product of his environment.
Yeah.
and now he's in a very stable, very well-oiled Super Bowl winning environment.
Yes, but the
So,
problem is-
Russell Wilson
but-
ain't gonna be QB1 next week.
you think Justin Fields will?
I think he takes the job.
No, so the thing is, I see potential. I see the potential in Justin Fields, but I don't. It's just the fact that his mind, the way he runs his offense, or the way he does things, I don't see any changes. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Once that offensive line breaks, he goes back to, he doesn't even look at his checkdowns. In those preseason games, I saw so many guys open. George Pickens going like this. Like George Pickens could have went like this, just stood where he was at like this, and Justin Fields wouldn't have looked. He just looks down and just starts running. That's not, I understand he's a running quarterback, but the problem is that we're not asking you to run every time. If you got to move outside the pocket to throw the ball, do that.
I feel like he panics too much.
Yeah,
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Once that happens, it's a done.
And
it's
every
a done
time
deal.
he does that, he can take it to the house. So, he probably is thinking, oh, it's touchdown time.
But the thing is too is like even when he was on the Bears, like dude, if someone's wide open, he just overthrows them.
And it's not even that though. It's the fact that he's not even hitting his checkdowns. And when you see that's your last resort when it comes to when that pocket starts to break loose, your checkdown is what where you need to throw it to. And he doesn't even look at that.
You don't think light-skinned Russ is helping him out with that?
I don't think Russ is a great mentor at all.
I think he can be.
He
He's a
can
Super Bowl
be,
winning
but
champion.
no, but he can be, but I don't think what I see in Russ is competition. Russ doesn't want to lose his job.
Do we?
He took
So
Even though
another man's baby mama.
even though
sensitive.
he got his money from the Broncos, he got his $30 something million,
He's
whatever.
the nicest guy in the league.
No, absolutely the nicest guy, but the problem is that the nicest guy can only take you so far.
He got Super Bowls.
Yeah, you got a Super
That's
Bowl.
the farthest you're going to get.
But the problem is that if you're gonna still stay in this league,
Does he have more than one?
Yeah.
They won twice with him?
Yep.
the problem is if you're gonna stay in this league and you want to play in this league and you want to get paid like you could still play, you need it. No, but that's
Sucker of the decade.
This is what he's coming home to.
Them feet. Dinosaur feet.
absolutely no.
If I'm Russell Wilson, I don't give a fuck. If I'm coming home to
okay,
this,
okay, and
You have to keep shoes on though.
but the problem, don't get me wrong, Seahawk Russ, amazing. He
had that defense behind him.
no, and that was another thing. He had a defense behind him,
But he was good still.
but he was good. But also too, he had beast mode.
Yep.
Beast mode was the anchor of that team,
Which he should have another Super Bowl.
which he still have.
okay. So let's stay right here.
Okay.
Okay. So we talked about Russ. We talked about Fields.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and throw in. We talked about Atlanta.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and just talk about the Bears too.
Okay.
The three last starting quarterbacks for the Bears: Justin Fields.
Justin Fields.
Who was the other one that went to Pittsburgh?
Trubisky,
Mitch Trubisky,
and then Jay Cutler.
and then Jay Cutler. Okay, is it the team, or is it the player, or is it the system? Which one is it? Because we talk about Seahawks Russ, and Seahawks Russ, he had a coach.
Yep.
He performed well. Now he comes over. I mean, obviously, he went to Denver, struggled, goes to Pittsburgh, is kind of struggling again.
No, I think
Is
last year. I think his last year was not bad. I mean,
Denver?
it was better than
got
his
one.
first year.
Yeah.
It was better than his first year. Honestly,
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't. I'm not saying it was spectacular, but I mean, it was a big step up from. But the problem is, Sean Payton didn't want him.
Okay, so I'll just so with Russ, it's the player.
With Russ, it can be the player, it could be, but the problem. I'm not talking about. Okay, so as much as Russ has been in the league, it shouldn't be the system that bothers him. It's what he can bring to the table.
No, I'm saying like, is it the system that made him what he was? Because when you take certain players out of the system, they don't click. For instance, you got Geno Smith,
Yeah.
who's had a rough career.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
All of a sudden, he goes to where Russ was,
Yeah.
and now he's QB1.
But did he have the same coaches?
Yeah.
Was Shane Waldron there with?
I don't know
With
if
Russ,
Shane
I don't
was there.
think he
I know
was.
Pete Carroll was there.
I know
Because I
Pete
think
Carroll was
Waldron
there.
is the one that's is getting the praise for bringing back Geno Smith's career.
Nah, Pete Carroll was still there.
But
and then again, you take a look at every quarterback that has come through Chicago for the past 15 years.
Tread lightly.
ass, though.
Tread lightly.
Was he?
Tread lightly.
Was
Okay.
he really though? Was Trubisky really ass?
Yes, because even then he went to the Steelers and he still did ass.
No, but the problem was Trubisky was kind of the same of what
He was a running quarterback.
the same as Fields. Okay. What the Bears tried to do and they shouldn't have done was make Trubisky a pocket passer.
Right.
And that's what they tried to do. They tried to make him a pocket passer because he had a big arm and he could throw the ball. But the problem was he wasn't accurate with the ball. And that's something they should have worked on with him to be more accurate. But the problem is he was more that guy that can move outside the pocket and then throw the ball on the run. And that's what he was good at. Because I watched a lot of his, and I'm not even a Bears fan, but I watched a lot of his tape in North Carolina, and that's kind of the plays that he was running. He was running read option. He was running a lot of outside the pocket throws, things like that. But the Bears destroyed him. But and we talked about this. Going to Chicago is like a funeral.
Was
We don't know yet.
we got new people all
I mean,
up and down.
they're buzzing right now. That
Yes.
At one point, that division was a really, really hard division to make it out of, and right now, it's just looking like Lions.
Yeah.
So
Lions-
just because
No,
Love
but
just
we
got
don't.
hurt.
But the problem is, that's true. Love is hurt, so that brings the Bears up in the division. But
I say we win the division. I might be being
I say
biased.
second.
against
I say
the
second.
Nigga,
Detroit.
who is?
Oh yeah, we killed the Chicago Bears. I'm a part of the team. Nice to meet you.
No. Don't get me wrong.
Since
Don't
1983.
get me wrong. I like what the Bears are doing.
We sweep Detroit every year.
I don't see that
I
happening
don't
this
see
year,
that.
my man. And
No.
I'm willing. I know you're a gambling man, so I'm willing to put my money where my mouth is on that one. You think that the Bears are gonna sweep Detroit this year?
Yes.
How much?
We'll talk about that when it comes.
So let me get your take. Let me get your take on how many games do you think the Bears are going to win this year?
Over
And
10.
Damn.
Wow.
Damn. I'm a Bears fan.
Are
I don't
you
think that.
are you saying if all
Want
the
me to pull the
guys
schedule up?
when I'm saying if all the guys are healthy,
Who's not healthy?
I'm just saying you got a lot of injured.
That's
prone-
every team.
But but you got a lot of injured prone players like D Swift. D Swift can't stay healthy.
We still got Khalil Herbert. He's the number one.
Then why did you get
He
D?
did pretty good.
Why'd you get D Swift if Khalil Herbert was going to be number one?
Because you want multiple running backs.
Yeah, no, that is true.
No, that is true. But if Khalil Herbert's a number one option, why pay?
I mean,
They were trying.
because
Actually,
you could
they
have
got.
you could have got somebody in the draft.
I'll let
if
you
were
know.
gonna-
I'll let you know exactly what happened.
Okay.
They tried. They drafted Johnson,
Okay.
Roshan Johnson.
Yeah.
So now you got a rookie on a rookie contract. You get Swift. They were trying to leverage Khalil Herbert in a trade because they don't need 3 running backs.
Okay.
But instead, they couldn't get nothing, so they kept him.
it makes sense.
It makes sense.
He was in the room.
but it makes
inside
it makes
intel.
sense. But the problem is that it only takes one, and that's for any player. But D Swift is known for because I had him in my fantasy for the last few years, and I had to pick up the backup because I knew this guy was gonna get hurt.
But you're also, they have Jalen Hurts who runs a lot. They did it though.
no, but I'm saying when he was in Detroit, Jamal Williams was getting more touches because D Swift was getting hurt. I had him twice, both of my fantasies.
Did he get
And I
hurt
had-
all last year?
That's because Jalen Hurts took most of the runs though.
Yeah.
Well, now we got Khalil Herbert to share the ball with and Roshan Johnson. So Swift ain't got to take, and we
I
got
say-
3 number 1 receivers.
I said that they go at least eight wins.
I'm going 10.
Are you gonna stay? Are you gonna stay
I
what
don't
you're
know
saying?
I don't know them good enough to say.
I have to
10
see
my word
more.
for it.
crazy.
Yeah.
10 sounds crazy, but
10-7.
just because they're gonna have to play the Packers twice and they're gonna have to play the Lions twice, and I don't know who else they're playing. But
They're gonna go 4-0 against both of that.
Let me see.
Is Jordan Love coming back and for the
Hell
game
no.
in Green Bay?
That
I
dude's
really
gonna
hope
be-
they don't mismanage him.
That dude's gonna be.
If he does not come back, they
season
beat them
ending.
in Green Bay and Socialville.
If they RG3 Jordan Love, I'm gonna be so mad.
I won't.
Well, you won't.
I'd feel bad because I like good
Yeah,
sports
I
and I like good
will. Nah,
competition,
I
but
mean,
it ain't gonna make me cry.
I wasn't mad when Brandon Roy went down.
You know what I mean?
The
That's
Kobe was
crazy.
well,
balling.
the thing is, dude,
That's
if I
mean.
was him,
Kobe was balling.
if I was him, I'd be like, no, I'm not playing.
I
Well,
get
you
it.
wouldn't say that.
I would 100. I
You ever
would
play
rather.
football?
Huh?
You ever play football?
Yeah.
You
but
would've-
I'm
you
just
would have took
saying.
yourself out.
If I was the top paying person right now,
Okay.
and I
They're
was
Super Bowl favorites too, for the at least
Okay.
second.
The
Super Bowl.
Bears?
Okay.
No, Packers.
Okay.
Nah,
so
I'm
so
still-
here's
I'm
we're
thinking
gonna
about me.
we're gonna do this again.
Okay.
Okay. So we can just
this
What-
guy.
what are we looking at?
And Mark, I want you to keep track on wins and losses. Okay.
I'm not gonna keep-
What we
Dude,
looking
I
at?
can't-
Okay. You
remember
keep
shit.
track of wins and losses. All right. So Tennessee. I
Okay,
see.
hold
I
on,
see-
hold
we
on.
see- I see them. I see them winning. Oh, thank you.
Dumbass.
I have.
So
the
you
check.
gonna do it or you want me to do it?
No, you're good. You're good. Hold on.
No, I mean, do you want me to give the picks since I'm the one that said 10?
Okay, so no, we'll just go through all of us. Titans, Bears.
Bears,
I agree.
The Bears are
Yeah.
favorites for that game.
Texans,
Texans.
Texans,
Colts.
Bears. Somebody tell me why you picked the Colts.
No. I'm saying I'm just going in each game.
Oh, I
Game by
thought somebody
game.
picked the Colts.
No, I
Bears.
get the Bears going against the Colts.
Rams versus Bears.
Bears.
Rams.
I,
Well, of course you're gonna pick the Rams.
yeah.
There's no Aaron Donald.
Panthers,
Oh, Bears all day.
Bears.
Yeah.
Jags,
Bears.
Bears.
Commanders,
Bears.
Cards,
Bears.
Patriots,
Bears. I mean, where we at? Where we at right
Packers.
now?
Hold on. let
Where
me-
we at right now?
hold on,
Let's get to it.
Because that
It's real quiet over there.
1,
two, three,
Three,
four, five.
6, 7, 8. That's 8 right there. You tell me we're not gonna beat the Vikings? That's 9.
The Vikings.
Okay, okay.
Maybe. Yeah, the Vikings.
then it's Packers, Vikings, Lions.
Yeah, that gets harder as it ends. So how many?
Okay,
how many
is Love
games-
coming back? We don't know. We can steal one of them.
Let's assume Love is back.
Let's say because he could come back at the end of the season.
You're
If-
at 8 wins when you get to the Patriots, and Love is back versus the Packers. Who you got?
Love is back against the Packers. Where you
Yeah.
at? Where we
Yeah,
at?
right
Where we
here.
at? Okay, all right. Is that a
November
home? That's a
17th.
home game, right?
Yeah.
I'm taking the first game at home.
Okay, Vikings.
That's the Bears game.
So that's 9.
Lions
No,
win
that's
that
10.
at home.
That's already at 10.
Yeah, that's 10
That's
by the
10.
way.
That's
Okay.
10 already.
Okay.
49ers win that. Bears sweep the Vikings.
Then Lions again.
Bears at home.
Seahawks,
Bears at home.
Packers.
Packers win at home.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you that. I ain't gonna hold you. 10 don't sound that crazy.
It don't. And I'm willing to put money on it.
10 don't sound that crazy. That's wild.
You should have. Hey, you should have put money on that.
I'm telling
You
you.
should have put money on it.
But
telling you.
that's if they all
And
stay.
that, in
and
that
that's
Houston
if they
game,
stay.
in that Houston game is not a gimme.
That's not
CJ
it's not
Stroud's
a gimme.
second year is not the second year
no,
curse.
no, don't get me wrong, but
But the thing is, they're saying that he might. This is gonna still sound crazy, but that he might be MVP.
That's based off what he did last year.
Yeah. So
well, we don't know. We don't know.
That second year curse is real.
No, don't get me wrong. The second year curse is real, but I feel like they've gotten better. Offensive wise, they've gotten better. Defense is crazy. Their defense is crazy.
I mean, shit, they got.
You got to remember something. They just got Stephon Diggs.
Okay.
Cancer.
Really?
He's gonna to demand the ball.
Okay.
It's not gonna be spread the ball around.
Honestly, I can see that.
He wants the ball.
I can see it.
Okay, but the problem is that that's
Going to bring morale down. You got a young quarterback. You do not want a receiver like that for a young developing quarterback because that young developing quarterback is going to try to get him the ball. That
Yeah,
screws
but-
up your offense.
But he also has Tank Dell though, which
Yes.
is his number
But
one.
you
last year.
but you guys are
Taylor
but
got nothing
it's
to do
not
with
even
Stephon
it's not
Diggs.
even that. You guys are forgetting about you got Collins as well.
Yeah.
Collins is he's basically there. If Diggs wasn't there, he'd be their number one.
Look at what he had in Buffalo. He had weapons. He didn't care. He had Josh Allen, arguably one of the best top 4 quarterbacks in the league.
He's top fantasy quarterback for sure.
And he wasn't happy with that because he didn't get the ball enough.
Well, we'll see. Maybe.
Hopefully he changes
see.
it around because I hate to have players with that narrative,
Right.
especially black receivers that flashy and they,
the Michael Irvin, the Michael Irvin T.O.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah.
Chad Ochocinco.
Yeah.
So I hope it doesn't be like that because I don't want that narrative to be on him.
I don't think it will.
But it's happened. You know what I mean?
And he
So-
did say that he was the one who requested out of the Vikings and Buffalo, and
Well, I
That
tell
he
you
was
what,
or wasn't.
he was.
well, if you hear anything about Buffalo's locker room after he left, they're happy. Supposedly they were ecstatic he left.
Wow.
Well,
They can play more free.
He doesn't come off that way. Comes off as a really nice guy.
Yeah.
But
But look at him on the sideline. He's yelling at everybody.
but we'll see. We'll see what he does. We'll see what he does.
But the thing is, too, is like, obviously you're gonna be yelling at everybody because you want to win.
That's passion.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Passion, but it still could be divisive.
yeah.
Yeah.
well, moving on. We'll get to just before we go. I want to move on from football, but I do want to go and give a couple predictions about this upcoming week in sports that we have going on tomorrow. Rams and Lions. Who you guys got?
Lions.
I feel like Lions.
Rams.
Too. For me, I love my Lions because I'm from Michigan and I'm a Rams fan. I like to think that the Rams come out with a little fire under their ass, but they never come out like
Well,
that.
didn't the Lions put them out of the playoffs?
No, the Rams went to the playoffs last year.
No, did they knock them out of the playoffs?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Matthew Stafford's coming back to Detroit. They just got knocked out of the playoffs. They got a little bit more to fight for. I got an upset. A healthy.
I
Makes
like it.
sense.
I like it.
Makes
And
sense.
it was the last team they saw, and they have a phenomenal coach with a phenomenal brain.
without a healthy Cooper Kupp. Now he's healthy.
Right.
With Puka.
Right. And they have another kid coming off their rookie wide receiver, supposed to be Puka 2.0. I thought about picking him up, but I just don't have him that high on
was
my. Let me see.
If there's an
What is
upset
it,
to be had,
McConkley?
that's my one.
Was that McConkley?
Rams wide receivers.
I thought that's who it was.
Jordan Whittington.
Whittington.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hasn't played a snap yet, but he's shown flashes in the preseason.
Yeah.
Packers, Eagles already happened. Ravens, Chiefs already happened. Cardinals, Bills.
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 Jaguars, Dolphins.
Dolphins.
That one's easy.
Panthers, Saints.
Saints.
That's a scary one.
You know what? I'm gonna go with the Panthers.
I'm going
that's my other upset.
The only reason why is because I saw what they did in the preseason. I saw what they changed up in the offense.
They're trying.
They're
They're trying.
that
yeah.
could be an upset.
Yeah.
Patriots, Bengals.
Bengals.
Bengals,
Steelers, Falcons.
Steelers.
Falcons.
Yeah, I'm going Falcons.
But they have to score. They have to score.
Steelers got some good defense.
They have to score a lot of fucking points in order for them to win. Because
Yeah, no, I'm going Steelers.
Steelers,
I
think their
Falcons
defense.
really-
no, their defense is crazy. Their defense is crazy. But that's what I'm saying. They would have to score at least 3 to 4 touchdowns by the end of the half in order for them to stay up on top.
I don't think Kirk Cousins plays well when he's got pressure.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if they're getting to him and sacking, and he's gonna buckle.
Fun guy. Love his story, but
Yeah.
Texans, Colts.
I got Texans.
Texans.
We already picked Bears over the Titans.
Yeah.
Vikings, Giants.
That one's.
I'm gonna go with the Vikings
going-
because I
ass
can.
teams.
I'm going under.
Because
The
I
score's
can
gonna go under.
I can believe a little bit more in Sam Darnold than I do Daniel Jones.
Okay.
I got Giants winning that one.
Giant. Okay. I can believe that. Broncos, Seahawks.
Broncos. I got Broncos.
Seahawks.
Seahawks. I think Seahawks.
I got Seahawks.
Raiders, Chargers.
Chargers.
Yeah, I was gonna say Chargers.
Commanders, Buccaneers.
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 Bucks.
Cowboys, Browns.
Cowboys.
I got the Browns winning that one.
Okay. How about revival of careers? The Rams have done a really great job in reviving people's careers.
The Rams.
Yeah, they did it with Carson Wentz. Get where he came in, played decent, got another chance, and then they just did it with and before Carson Wentz, it was
Baker Mayfield.
Oh, so you mean the Bucks?
No, he was with the Rams.
He was with the Rams.
for
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah, the Rams.
because the Cleveland traded him to the Rams.
He did good with the Bucks last year.
No, that's why he got his contract.
And then the Rams just picked up over the offseason, they picked up who was the Jimmy Garoppolo. which
That was ass.
I mean, they might just be able to spit him through at the end of the season, and
Hopefully,
and
but I would honestly rather start that one dude that they got last year from Georgia.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're talking about.
I'd rather
yeah.
I'd rather start him.
Yeah,
than
he
Jimmy.
looks like the future. He looks like the future. I can see their current quarterback Stafford retiring after the season, and then just leaving it to one of them to duke it out.
Can I ask y'all a
next
question
season.
real quick?
Yeah.
Did Garoppolo get San Francisco to 2 Super Bowls or 1?
One.
You positive?
They went twice, but it was because they went with Kaepernick.
No. After
You're
that-
asking, can he?
No, did he?
Did
I
he?
thought it was just one.
No.
He lost to San Francisco. He lost to who did he lose to in the Super Bowl?
How many Super Bowls did Jimmy Garoppolo play in?
No, I didn't say how many he played in. I said how many did San Francisco get to where he was their
That's what
number
I'm
one
saying.
quarterback? Because I think he took
He's
them
played
one
in
year and
3.
he got hurt. Exactly, he played in 3.
Let's see.
Y'all shitting on the man right now. He
I
played
mean,
in 3
No,
Super
he
Bowls.
played in 3, but the one I know for sure he's won one. But
was-
that
No,
was,
he's
that
never
was-
won one.
No.
He didn't win one.
Well, he went when he was on the Patriots. I know that for sure, and that was when obviously when Brady was playing.
He could. I think
I'm,
he would.
I'm talking
I think.
about the 2 he took San Francisco to.
Let me see. Let me see.
Yeah, he's won twice, but that's because
With the Patriots.
yeah.
Well, he went once. He took San Francisco, one he actually played in, and almost won that Super Bowl. And then I'm pretty sure he got them pretty far, and then got hurt.
Let me see.
How did Purdy get in from Garoppolo getting hurt?
That
Yes.
was but that was before the Super Bowl.
But they were the best team in the NFC, wasn't he?
At that time, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but I don't think he did. Were
But-
they in the Super Bowl when? I don't think he was.
I think they went to the NFC Championship game.
Yeah,
I think that's what it was. I don't think.
It was just, I think it was one.
But what I want to say is
like him playing.
he was
one.
good. He was very underrated.
Well, I mean, before he went to San Francisco, but also too, I think Bill Belichick was trying to do a power move to push Brady out and have
And keep
Garoppolo.
Garoppolo.
Yeah, because
I don't think he's as bad as people say. he was.
No, it's
That was my whole point.
I'm just saying when he was on Vegas, horrible. But when he
But-
was with
but-
the 49ers, he was good.
What did Vegas have?
Vegas didn't
They
have
had
anybody.
they did. They had Devontae Adams,
With
and even then,
But that was it though, wasn't it?
I know he had Adams, and then obviously they had Jacobs, which I mean he's not a wide receiver, but I mean just hand it off to him. Boom.
He had weapons, but the problem is that offensive line wasn't good. Like you saw a lot of that. You saw a lot of that pocket just collapse, and Garoppolo. He's a pocket passer, so he's not mobile.
Yeah,
he
but
can be, but the problem is just he just. I feel like it's the culture, like you know.
When was the last time the Raiders was good? 2001.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah. I feel like in San Francisco he had something to prove because he wanted to prove to people that he could be a starting quarterback, which he proved in the last 5 games in San Francisco when he got traded. And then he got his contract, and he did do good. Don't get me wrong, he did do good. And he had the right coach, the right system, the tools that he needed to.
We're still
to
talking
be-
Jimmy G, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was the 2020 season. He played in the Super Bowl against, that was the first Kansas City
Oh, is that
championship
the-
team.
is
They
that
were
the-
up 10 the whole game, damn near.
Yeah.
They lost 31-20.
Yeah, Kansas City
And
came back.
they had a 20-10 lead in the,
I remember
in
that.
the fourth
yes.
quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, bring you back to that question you had said about the person, like Russell Wilson, like you were saying. Is it the person or is it the system? I mean, Tom Brady went to a different system when he went to Tampa.
Yeah,
and one of
But
them.
he still did.
Well, he's
good,
the
though.
greatest
That's
quarterback of all time.
you're
Exactly.
talking about Tom Brady,
but it's
though.
but what I'm saying it's not the system, it's the person.
Well, in that case, but San Francisco quarterbacks it's the system all day long.
All day. And then we talked about that. It's a plug and play. You can put anybody in that motherfucking
San Francisco,
system.
they just wild with it.
It's crazy.
It must be like that in Green Bay too.
That's why me and him were discussing how much Brock Purdy's gonna get paid.
Yeah.
When it comes to his time, because he's paying.
He better get paid a lot.
Well,
I said, and not to rehash that whole debate, but I said 10 million.
10 million.
Yeah.
Which ain't bad.
Yeah. He's not getting paid more than Kittle.
Shit, give me 10 mil. I'll be happy as hell.
I see them.
If they go to the Super Bowl this year, he better get more than 10 million.
He'll probably get 30.
If you go to the Super Bowl 2 years in a row,
Not if I could
Depends
just
how
pick
they
up
do,
Russ
though.
for $2
If you pick up Russ,
and go right back.
Or you can go back and pick up Garoppolo.
Yeah,
You know what I
for
mean?
$35 and go right back.
but
Yeah.
but I mean, he gonna get paid somewhere.
He'll
San
get-
Francisco
no,
might not
absolutely.
pay him, but if he go back to back
gonna do
Super
the same
Bowls,
thing
and
as
they let him go,
I heard
somebody's paying
Jackson.
him.
Let me go ahead.
No, there's some team out there.
Yeah.
I was going to say
shit, you
Jackson.
better go to
but
the
they got
Giants.
Trevor
Let's go to the
Lawrence.
Giants.
Let me ask you
Giants will pay
something.
him.
And I didn't even get your name. What was your name?
Jason.
Again? Jason. Let me get your name. Let me get because he's on my
English,
team.
please.
Shut the fuck
Dang.
up. Drake May.
He could be at his ceiling another Josh Allen
Okay.
because he's got the size. But I don't think he's going to reach that ceiling. And he went to New England, right?
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to reach that ceiling in New England.
Okay.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Hey, don't sleep on Ryan
I mean, I'm
Fitzpatrick.
saying, I know, but that's a good
that
quarterback.
boy-
That's a
yeah.
good quarterback.
Nasty.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
nasty,
saying. That's a
bro.
good quarterback.
Yes.
But he ain't gonna make the Hall of Fame.
We'll see.
I don't think Drake May's a Hall of Fame quarterback.
I'm going to.
If you give him more weapons, then probably.
That's every quarterback in football.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that is every quarterback
You
in
know what I
football.
mean?
If Drake May was in the Bears system, if Drake May was plugged in the Bears with all his weapons,
The whole city of Chicago to boycott it. You do not bring nobody close to North Carolina back to Chicago ever again.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Ever
But I'm
again.
just saying the weapons that the Bears have, you put that motherfucker in there. It's a wrap.
Michael Jordan better be the last person to ever come from North Carolina that we love. Anyway, well, that.
Question for you guys. This is a little bit of an older topic, I guess, because
Okay.
everything moves so
ahead.
fast in the sports world. There was a gentleman who is the starting quarterback for Flag Football USA. He had a gripe with NFL players, basically saying that they should come right in and play. Do you guys side with the NFL players that just because they play in the NFL, they feel like they would be, easily able to win in a flag football game? Or do you feel like these guys have the players who built the game, who developed the game and got it to where it is on a national or international stage now, should be the ones donning the uniform?
Well, let's put it in more context. What he was saying was flag football's going to the Olympics.
Right.
That's what it was about. So he was
And you
saying
guys are
that
not.
they want to be the guys that represent flag football instead of NFL players.
Correct.
Right.
Right.
And I agree with him 100%.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like 50-50 on it. But I feel like they should because flag football and actual football is completely different.
Yes.
And
But-
they've been playing it for how long? Like
But NFL players play flag football too. They have done it.
They do.
yeah.
They
I
do.
mean, 707 ain't nothing but flag football. Two-hand
Exactly.
touch ain't nothing but
Exactly.
flag
Yeah.
football. So
Exactly.
it's football. But
Right.
it is a sport that they chose to go in that route.
Mm-hmm.
And they put their heart and soul into that.
Right.
Let them have that.
I'm gonna give you a list of names: Willie Anderson, Stacey Ogman, Bimbo Coles, Jeff Geyer, Hershey Hawkins, Dan Majerle. I can't remember.
Dan Marley.
Marley, I think that's how you say it. Danny Manning, J.R. Reed, Mitch Richmond, David Robinson, Charles D. Smith, and Charles Smith. 1988 men's USA basketball team, Olympic basketball team. None of them came back then after 4 years, right? After that, we got the Dream Team.
Yeah.
We got.
They lost.
I understand.
Yeah.
And we got the dream team because we felt like people weren't taking us seriously in the basketball world. Just like we got the dream team this year. I mean, not that we lost gold. Did we lose gold? No, we
this
won.
year we won.
No. I'm talking about the last Olympics. We won too.
Yeah.
We won that one too. That was the COVID Olympics. We won those too. But in the FIBA games, we didn't fare so well. We got kind of beat up a little bit.
We lost.
We lost. Yes. There's a reason why we have the big guns come in, and it's because basketball is an American sport invented in America. It is an international sport, and they have players from all around the world. Most of the best players that play basketball now are from different nations, from Greece to Serbia to other parts of Europe. Europe is tearing it up right now. To where Canada's got a squad. So, in the same way, could it be said that, hey, if you want to take this seriously, go to the NFL and get those players?
No,
because it is America's sport. It is literally America's sport. Not only was it invented in America, it is America's sport. Should we go out there and get the best athletes that we have to play, or should we respect the fact that these guys built the game and trust it to them?
Well, the example you gave earlier was the NBA players.
Right.
They lost. Then we went and got the best players from the same league.
Okay.
So that was the problem. We weren't putting our best players from that league.
Okay, so
these players from the Flag Football League, they're putting their best players from that league. This is their sport, their Olympics, their best players, Americans from that sport. Why would we go to a different sport and grab players?
Is it that much a different sport,
No,
though?
not really. But they play that sport.
You don't think that Pat Mahomes in flag football wouldn't be? You don't think Lamar Jackson? You don't think Tyreek Hill?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm not saying that they wouldn't be good
because this is the first year that they do it. I say let them do it first year, see how they do. If they don't,
if they get whooped on every Olympics,
then hey,
are we willing to let them get whooped on just to see?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, like
that's how we got the dream team.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
I mean, because football is a lot more vast than as far as like roster build.
Wasn't it before the dream team they brought in like college kids?
Yeah.
No, I just read off to you the 1988.
Yeah, but I know at one point
it was all college.
It was just all college people.
At one point,
when Michael Jordan went, I think.
No,
it wasn't him. It wasn't his year.
But
at one point they couldn't play NBA players.
Yeah. So I mean, why not just try it out, see how it goes, and then if not, then hey.
Do you know how good the flag football teams are across the world?
I do not.
Right.
I do not.
They probably trash. We probably got high school teams.
But it always seems like in 2024, with these past Olympics, it always seems like other countries come into play.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Other countries.
It wouldn't be bad if you had Mahomes and all of them, but
no. But at the same time, like he said, you know, you wanna give them a chance to represent their country,
sport.
right, with their sport. And if it works out, great. If it doesn't, then hey.
And that is.
Did you get a chance to see his highlights?
Whose?
His name is Daryl Doucette. The guy that made that statement.
No, I didn't get a chance.
He's wild.
I saw one play where it was wild.
He's running full speed and he just dips his whole entire body to the ground.
I saw that one.
And keeps going. And he's fast. The dude is pretty good.
Let's.
He said he's
how do you spell his name?
Darrell. Space date. There he is, right there. The dude's crazy with it.
We'll go ahead and let
this is the part where he fucks them up.
He goes crazy right here with this Nationwide is on your side ad. They got to pay bills too, so
that was not even Nationwide.
Whoever it was. All right.
Is this highlights or?
Yeah, I think this is highlights.
Yeah, that's him.
They said his throwing motion is crazy, but
look at that. Now watch
that was right. He threw it right on the dime. Launched it. Okay, so I'm seeing it.
I'm not even just talking about his throws. I'm talking about him running. They can't get him.
He does look quick.
They think the highlights I've seen, but that's crazy.
Yeah, throwing in the coverage.
And that was a catch, too. Kept his feet in bounds.
Is the field the same size for flag football that it is with?
I think it's half the size, I
Yeah, I
want
was
to
about to
say.
say it has to be a little smaller.
Like the 25-yard line is like midfield, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Instead of 50.
Should it be longer?
I could be wrong, though.
Should it be longer? I don't know. I mean, it makes there are less players on the field too. I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they don't have a
They don't have
line.
linemen. They just basically count down and then take off from there.
They'll have like two guys in front of the quarterback, but
Right.
like off to the side.
Let's see if
I
I
mean,
that
these
was a
guys.
good-ass
I mean,
Did you see that one-handed snag?
and I got personal friends I've graduated with that graduated before me, friends that won flag football championships throughout the country, the big one, like the Super Bowl for the country, and they won their championship. They're good. I mean, they've played college football. So I mean, these guys ain't just
they're not
people off the
scrubs.
street.
They're not scrubs by any
Oh,
means.
yeah.
This isn't
Absolutely.
This isn't Mark Wahlberg coming on to the
No.
Eagles team.
No,
and,
no,
Yeah.
Steve. Like these guys get serious when it comes to this stuff because
No, it
even
makes sense.
even
wanna-
if you go to Crown Point and
no.
play,
But what I'm
dude,
saying, but
they-
like when we this was like probably like 4 or 5 years ago. You remember PT?
Mm-hmm.
This motherfucker decided to get us in this flag football league, and we thought it was just gonna be like
Like fun.
like fun, in
Right.
mid level. Because we're all. I mean, I was not in the best shape, but I was still able to play ball. But this motherfucker had got us into some professional shit. Like these guys practice. These guys do this
Yeah.
thing. Like, and then we got our asses kicked.
Look at that. You
Oh,
think
my
you,
bad,
you
I'm
think
sorry.
you're just gonna run like?
No.
Oh, as soon as you get them, you're gonna get the flag. No, they got moves. They do all type of stuff. That
And
wasn't what I
and
saw.
everything is quick.
But yeah, when you see
They-
it, man,
they
it's
like-
spin on a
it's-
dime.
I
like-
remember I was talking to Brennan, and I mean this was a couple of years ago. I'm like, dude, we should do like a flag football team, like blah blah blah. He's like, I don't know, man, because like I remember he told me that one time he did one, and he lined up with some dude that was huge, kept taking him down. And after the game, he asked me, he's like, dude, where did you play for? Because you had to play somewhere. The dude went to Green Bay for the Packers and almost made the team, and he said that he got waived and all that.
and it still be that
I'm
good.
telling you, these. They go. I vote. They let them guys go to the
Yeah.
Olympics.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Real quick, let's shift gears. Ant-Man versus KG on eras of ball.
Oh man, we go with this.
Yeah, so Ant-Man went out and said that pretty much MJ was the only talent in the 90s. And
hate
that
kids.
no one else had talent. It's back to the JJ Redick milkman rhetoric. And KG pretty much, said the same thing. I hate kids.
I hate
these
kids,
kids.
man.
Yeah.
KG said that you couldn't take most of these guys and put them
He
back.
said none of them.
None of them.
He said none of these kids can play.
Which 20 years ago LeBron was playing, so maybe LeBron. But besides LeBron,
but at that time,
Well, he didn't mean 20. He meant like 20. He meant like
that's what I was
Yeah.
about to
Kobe,
say.
at least the Kobe era.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
at that time,
Hand checker.
But
Yeah.
like I said, the game has gotten a lot softer than what
yeah.
it was. Because back then when MJ was playing, Detroit,
Dude,
people were throwing you on
Detroit,
the
like
ground.
come on,
I will-
there were some dogs.
I will say Ant-Man is one of them ones.
And I got him down as one of the ones that
Yeah.
could play in that era.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Who else do you have?
Pat Beverly,
Okay.
Yeah,
because he's a dog.
Dog.
yeah.
He is a dog. I'm not gonna say he would be great. He's still gonna average a triple single,
Yeah.
but he a dog.
But
you know
he a
what I mean?
dog,
He a
absolutely.
Triple single is crazy.
Yeah, that's him. I think Joker,
Okay. Yep.
John Morant.
Yeah.
He reminds me a lot of Allen Iverson.
I could see.
He goes in the hole no matter who in there, and he's just
Yeah.
lifting off.
What's crazy is when he was like a prospect and all that, they were saying he can't drive. He needs to work on his drive. That's all the dude
He
does.
just needs to be careful with his body at this
Yeah.
point. That's
Yeah.
all.
He jumps way too high and lands all crazy.
Yeah, just be
And
careful
he ain't
with your
got no
body.
strength. But
None.
so that's Pat Bev, Ja, Ant, Joker, and DeMar DeRozan. because he's got the old school mid range game.
Oh, he do, and
That's
he got
the one
that
thing I
fade.
love about
that
him,
fadeaway
dude.
is
And that fade,
crazy.
yeah. So
that fadeaway is
He's
crazy.
definitely top. I saw a list of top 5 middies of all time, and he wasn't on it. I think he's on it.
No, I
crazy.
think he
He
is.
should
Dude,
be
that
on
was
there.
crazy.
Who's
he
your-
doesn't,
ooh,
he
that's a
doesn't
good
tie his
list.
shoes.
Do you have a list of top 5
I could
midi?
probably come up with it right now, but I want to hear yours.
Jordan, DeRozan, Sean Livingston.
Ooh,
He went 100% for middies.
Yeah.
whoa.
Melo.
Now we're talking guards game, guard, not like a post center game, right?
No,
Talking
yeah,
about
just
Your
guards.
last
Okay.
one better be who I'm thinking
I know
of.
it better be
Melo.
It better be Melo.
Melo.
No, I'm
Yeah.
thinking of one more person.
But I don't have Livingston in my five.
KG.
That's a big though. He could do back. He
I
was
like
back
that
to the
one,
basket
but-
more. I don't know.
I'm thinking of a guard though.
I was thinking D Wade.
Thank you.
Okay.
Or Kobe.
He said Kobe.
I
I
didn't say Kobe just
That's
because
what I thought.
I-
That's
oh,
why
yeah,
I was
you
like,
wildin'.
I
You
thought
got
Kobe was gonna be
Livingston
number
over
one.
Kobe.
I didn't say
I was
didn't
gonna
say
say, take
Kobe
it out of your
only
mouth.
because I didn't say Kobe even though Kobe championed the mid range only because it's kind of obvious.
He got it from
Yeah.
Mike.
Yeah, him and
Yeah.
Mike are the same ilk.
Yeah.
like they're the same guard almost.
Well, he mimicked everything Mike did.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which again, I will say it
Dude.
and I will always say it: the fact that he had zero, like literally no gifts, and was able to get to that level, insane to me.
Nobody worked. Well, I used to hate Kobe because I'm from Chicago.
Right.
Mike's my number one. I don't want to see nobody be like him. Kobe winning championship. He celebrated like him, jumping up in the air, getting on the scores table. Everything Mike did, he had to do. I'm like, dude, get your own. Be your own man, you know? And I hated that. I liked Allen Iverson. He was his own person. Well, as I got older, I realized I understand when you see greatness and you want to emulate your favorite player, it's going to look like that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
just like Jason Tatum went.
It's gonna
I
look
knew
like
it.
that.
I knew it was
Jason
coming.
Tatum went
I
on.
knew
He
it.
did the KG. He
Dude.
did the Kobe.
He did everybody.
Kanye.
Hey, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
I'm all
you
for it.
emulate the greats,
Dude,
right?
you can't even think of how many people texted me, sent me shit. I'm like,
Can't hate
shut
on
the
it.
fuck up.
Can't hate on it.
Like,
You can't.
dude,
He when you win a chip, talk your shit. Because I promise you, there's so many other players. Charles Barkley can't have that conversation.
yeah.
Ant-Man can't right now either.
Ant-Man can't
So,
either.
Well,
that's
you see
another
what,
thing.
what Magic said to
Yeah.
him?
Yeah, and Magic is right.
He's like, I can't talk to anybody that's never even been to a championship.
Yeah,
Right.
and
And
true.
every Magic won 3 years in a row.
Right,
High school, college, NBA.
right.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Two-peated in the NBA, has 5 championships, and came in as a 6'9" guard who people said couldn't shoot.
And then started center in the championship game.
I remember that.
Yeah, he's goated for that.
He didn't have no skill. That's wild.
But does Ant-Man kind of have a point?
No.
I was
Not
okay.
one.
Only
No,
because
not one.
I only say this because I was watching an interview with Joe Namath. Joe Namath, famous Hall of Fame quarterback, played for the Jets.
Absolutely.
And Joe Namath was talking about, he was like, guys would go out there and they weren't lifting weights until the 70s. Joe Namath played all through the 60s in the NFL. He says guys weren't lifting weights until the 70s. They weren't taking care of their bodies the same way. They weren't doing things the same way. So to take these players who are doing all these things that are they are very much more athletic these days.
They are more athletic.
They got guys who can jump higher. I mean, you weren't seeing players like Victor Wembanyama in 1992. You were seeing players like Manute Bol who were clumsy, klutzy. They weren't of the same. If you
You know who's got the 2 highest verts in NBA history? It's not from this era.
well, I can believe it.
Wilt Chamberlain and Michael Jordan.
I can believe it. And those are gifts, right?
Yeah.
But these players are a lot more skilled than they were then. So with that skill, do you think, or are we adjusting the skill for the era? And
Wait,
we're
what do you
just
mean
going-
by they're more skilled? So are you saying that because they're shooting threes from the half court? And that's only 2 people.
Yeah.
Nah.
But the problem is
Damian Lillard and Steph Curry. Who else
no,
is shooting
no,
that far?
no. That you're absolutely right. But the problem is that
We have more. They're like look at the big men, right?
now they're shooting threes.
I mean, it's almost like they're shooting
Because
threes.
they practice it.
Yeah, that's true.
They weren't
And
practicing it
It's
then.
harder for them to. It's harder for them. It is.
Okay, I'll give it to him because at the same time, Shaquille O'Neal does say all the time, I went and I was about to shoot a three, and my dad said, if you don't get your ass over there, go play in that post.
You gotta think about it too. There's more resources now. You can literally just go on YouTube, look up like right now if you wanted to Kobe's signature moves, and you can just practice that. They didn't have that back then.
Right. Okay.
My thing is they're just allowed to do more than they were allowed to back then.
Right.
Yes. Yes. The game has
Craig
evolved.
Hodges, he hit the most consecutive threes in a 3-point contest. There were shooters back then that shoot lights out.
Okay.
They just didn't have that many attempts a game. If Craig Hodges put up as many threes Steph put up a game, he probably hit 10 a game. He couldn't miss. He's played for the Bulls, if you guys didn't know who Craig Hodges was.
Yeah.
That's new to me.
Steve Kerr was good. Yeah, he won
Steve
2
Kerr was-
3-point contests.
Yeah.
Steve Kerr was a monster.
He was.
Reggie Miller, if Ray Allen shot as many threes as, there were shooters.
Right.
They just didn't do it as much because it was get the ball down in the center.
Yeah.
And Ray used to be a all-around Tracy McGrady-esque player.
When he was on the Bucks, he was all around.
When he
and
was
then
the Bucks
he
and then
got traded to the
Supersonics.
Supersonics. That's where he.
and he became a spot-up shooter with the Celtics.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
I used to watch his highlights all the time.
I hated Ray Allen.
Don't say that.
I did.
That's
That was the
that's
first-
my favorite player.
That was the
so.
first rookie card that I ever got. Was a Ray Allen rookie card.
I hated him.
That's because he was clutch. That dude was just, you get him in the corner, boom, all day.
I remember when I
My
first.
best friend he was his favorite player.
Yeah, that's my favorite player, dude.
And mine was
No,
Allen
that-
Iverson,
that-
so it was just like
When I
that
first started watching basketball, it was when the Celtics. It was 2008 when the Celtics were in the finals, and that was the first person I ever saw shoot lights out and all that. So then I just kept watching the Celtics.
that was when he was
and then
old.
boom.
And it looks so
Bro, and
automatic.
then, but the thing is, since I liked, I was like,
Oh, you went
let
back to his-
me see all his his highlights and stuff like that, and I would just see him dunking and doing all this. I'm like, damn.
And his shot looked so automatic. It looked like
Yeah.
he literally levitated off the ground and shot the ball.
LeBron James owes him his life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
I was celebrating.
and he knows it.
I was celebrating just like San Antonio was celebrating. They had the roped off the court already. It was over. That
Yeah.
game was over.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The lucky ass Chris Bosh.
knocked down. Ty Lue versus PG and his dad. So there's a little bit of a beef brewing. Of course, Paul George has his own podcast, and on his own podcast and public platforms, he's been going on talking about how he was treated on his way out of LA. His dad spoke about it, about how they wanted to go to the Lakers, but the Lakers spent all their money already. Ty Lue comes out and says, pretty much, we don't need him. Who's in the right? Who's in the wrong? What do you guys think?
I would have left.
I don't know the whole story. It sounds like to me, what I heard was that he left, which is fine, but everybody's kind of counted the Clippers out, saying that they're not going to be shit now because he's gone. And Ty Lue pretty much said, we welcome the challenge and we're excited. We're going to prove everybody wrong. So I don't think, what I heard was it didn't sound like shade. It just sounded like we're motivated now that you think we're done.
Well, I mean that too. But I'm like I said, I think I told Steve that I'm happy that PG left because I'm sorry, like PG went there. I mean, because he wanted to stay in LA, but PG went there to try to win a championship.
Yeah.
And when you got Kawhi Leonard doing what he does every season, that's not helping PG. That's not helping the team to get. And then you're getting paid a lot of money.
Does PG owe the Clippers anything?
No, absolutely
Did
not.
he ride out his contract?
Yeah,
Well, what does he owe him?
No, but
but he came there to deliver a championship and he couldn't get the job done. Is that his fault?
He came there with 4 Hall of Famers.
exactly.
It wasn't on his shoulders.
Right.
He got a guy that already won 2 of them.
Right.
And that
Or
And you,
three.
and you
that-
got and you
that
got one
keeps
that
getting
just
hurt.
you had just got one. You had just got a motherfucker that just came off a championship.
Yeah.
Just came off a championship, and for him to, and we talked about it. How many games did he play throughout his?
Not a lot.
Exactly.
I think it was like 60.
No, I'm talking
less
about
than
through
that.
his course of years with the Clippers.
He's probably haven't even played 60 games for the Clippers.
Fuck, man.
I think it was like 50.
I feel like no. Don't get me wrong. The whole what do they call it? Load management.
management.
The whole load management, man.
That's
Like,
I gotta just say it.
wild.
I gotta say it.
It's wild.
I just feel like that needs to go.
Well, they trying to get rid of it.
Yeah.
They need to get
They
rid
got a
of
whole
it.
new rule now, but people
Yeah.
can get around it.
And I know Kawhi Leonard got probably a team to get around that shit.
They
'Cause-
said like two people can't sit out
At
at a
the same time.
Because, but I mean, it was because of them. Think about it. PG was always hurt. Kawhi was always hurt.
I mean, they're only going to play him for
Well,
3 minutes and take him out.
It started with San Antonio and Popovich. On that, was it a Christmas game?
Yeah.
It was a a primetime game, and he sat almost all the stars.
Yeah.
And then
wow.
that's when it started. I think it was against LeBron, so it was a big time game.
Yeah,
I want to say it was my.
set his ass too.
I think
Like,
it
man,
was a
just
Miami
relax.
San Antonio game. Or
Shout
something
out Greg Popovich. He's from Maryville.
Like that.
Yep.
Shit, I would have been like, "Hey, we're not gonna
Legend.
win this. Just sit down."
Legend. Love that guy. But
smart
like I
ass
said,
dude.
it's I wouldn't want to play for a motherfucker like that.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't want as good as Kawhi Leonard is, I just wouldn't want to pay. Yeah, I'm gonna sit. Yeah, I'm gonna sit out. I'm gonna sit out this game.
No, you go to war with your fam.
Mm-hmm.
You can't leave your brothers out
Are,
there.
are the
Exactly.
Clippers a playoff team next year?
No,
No,
no.
guarantee you, Kawhi's gonna get hurt again.
Maybe if he doesn't get hurt again, then he's just gonna sit out for half the season.
It's
Just to,
Kawhi and James
yeah.
Harden pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then
'Cause
pretty
Russ is
much
gone too, right?
Cause, yeah,
Yeah, he's
because
in
then
the Nuggets now.
because then pretty much is gonna be Harden
by
himself, and he'll probably want it that way.
and he can't even do nothing with Hall of Famers on any team. He goes to.
But I think, honestly, I think it's better that way because when he was on Houston, he didn't really have anybody, but he was still.
Yeah, but
Harden
that,
didn't have
that,
anybody with you. What are you talking
he
about?
did.
Who did he have on Houston?
Dwight Howard
That's true. He did have Dwight Howard.
and Russ.
Yeah.
No,
Wait,
I'm saying
wait,
before
Dwight
Russ.
Howard? Booty hole, booty hole stabbing Dwight Howard.
No, I'm saying
That's
before
crazy.
Russ.
He ain't had no Dwight Howard.
I'm talking about right when he left the Thunder, when KD was still in the Thunder.
He didn't
with
have
Russ.
yeah,
anybody. there.
Chris Paul.
And he had
He
Chris,
had Chris
played with
Paul,
Chris Paul.
yeah.
But
Yeah, Chris Paul, Chandler Parsons. I want to say.
Yeah.
I'm saying
Tyson
when
Chandler.
he first went out there. But I'm talking about when he was like
Yeah, because
50-point game James Harden.
Well, yeah,
dude
because
didn't have anybody.
That's because at that time that step back was that
Unstoppable.
And they did. I remember one year when they didn't have one player. They had a whole team and they didn't have one player who was over 6'10".
That's true.
And it was a great
PJ
team.
was it PJ Tucker?
PJ Tucker playing center. They had Eddie House.
Yeah,
Not
because they
Eddie
wanted
House,
to
but,
go. They wanted to go small ball. Like I didn't understand that shit. And I was like, "What are you doing?"
I mean, but he has. I feel like he has had teams.
Oh yes.
I mean,
He's
yeah,
always
no,
he
had
but the
has,
problem is though. But after he left Houston, that everything was pretty
He
much
has
gone
to be
after.
by himself though.
That's
Think about it.
because-
When he went to the Nets, he had KD and Kyrie.
Yeah, but that's because
Nothing.
that's because you got three players that you got to feed them the ball. You can't.
Is anybody gonna tell the truth here?
Go ahead.
When he went to Houston, he got introduced to them Houston strip clubs,
Yes.
and it was over with.
And
That's all he cared
and
about.
The owner gave him whatever the fuck
That's
he
all
wanted.
he cared about.
Yeah. He gave
Strip
him-
clubs
Yep.
and women partying. He would lose a game and go straight to the strip club. Like, he ain't give a fuck about nothing.
I'm okay
Dude,
if James Harden never gets a ring.
Dude,
I
Well,
am.
it'd be his fault.
dude, I remember.
alright.
There's probably a couple times he played hungover because you saw that sweat.
Man.
That motherfucker
Probably came straight from the strip club.
beginning of the game. He's sweating. I'm like, what are you sweating for, bro? They're just warming up.
Went from cities to traveling because that step back a couple times.
I saw some glitter in his face
Right.
a couple times. I'm like, God damn, boy, you partying.
Strip club, chicken wings, sauce. What the, your beard, bro.
We're agreed that the Clippers don't make the playoffs.
No,
next year.
absolutely not.
If they do,
Absolutely
I'll
not.
be
The
surprised.
West is way too strong.
No, the West is way too strong. But it's the fact that, like, you know, like we said, I mean, we talked about it the other time, the Suns. You know what I mean? You got three all-stars that you gotta feed the ball, and none of them are gonna take a step back.
It's
None
not
of
even
them.
the fact that you have to feed them the ball. It's like you just got to understand. Like, all right, I got two other people. Let me at least. Back
But
up
let
a
me
little bit.
ask you this: who is that guy on the Suns? Who is that guy?
Devin Booker. Devin Booker's fire.
What do you mean by that guy? Like, who should be that guy?
Who should be that guy on the Suns?
KD.
Oh yeah, KD. But the main dude that is actually gonna like push through everything is gonna be Booker.
Okay, but also too, who makes that team better?
Booker.
KD's one of the top 5 players.
Don't
in the
get me
world
wrong.
still.
KD's amazing.
But he's getting
But
old.
the thing is he's getting old, so he should at least be like, you know what? Let me push back a little bit. And I'm not saying anything crazy, but like
Defer.
yeah, like all right. This is
Like
gonna
be D Wade to
this is
Booker's
gonna be
LeBron
like-
James.
I know you're gonna come at me for this. No pause. No
that
Diddy.
was wild.
All right, but think about how Jason Tatum. Everybody was on his dick because he's supposed to be the number 1 player. He wasn't getting 30 points a game. Blah blah blah. He understood. Let me move back a little bit. I got all these different players
There's
on
credence.
my team.
There's credence to that.
You know what I
first
mean?
of all, Jaylen Brown played better than he ever played in his entire life this playoffs.
And I'm not disagreeing with that.
And
I understand that.
I feel like they needed him to though.
but you see what
but
I'm
he
saying?
never
Like
did before.
Jason Tatum knew, hey, let me give him the ball because he's on fire right now, or whatever. Or let me give Drew Holiday the ball.
And that was the
You see
critique
what I'm
on Boston
saying?
is the fact that they would shoot themselves out of the game because they would play hero ball. And
Exactly.
it looked a little bit more balanced this year. I get it. And that's something that the Suns are going to need to learn with having 3 max players, no other room in their cap, and having to deal with the rest of their having a top heavy roster.
Well, first of all, they got the bad 3 max players.
Right.
You can have 3 max players if they're the right fit.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
Which kind of leads me into what I was going to ask you guys about next. Steph Curry just got $60 million. Just got an extension, and the last year of his contract is a $60 million extension.
Veteran
$60 million per year, whatever
Hey.
you want to call it, or whatever.
Hey.
That's a parting gift.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I get it.
He's
and-
gonna
and
leave.
He deserves it.
No,
I don't-
absolutely,
I don't
100%.
I don't think he's gonna. I think he'll retire.
I think he's going to
rapidly.
retire.
Yeah.
Steph
He's-
Curry isn't the type of
to move
person.
on to another team.
Yeah, he's just not that type of
I wouldn't
person.
say that.
If the right, I kind of agree with you on that. If the right opportunity came,
And that's
if it
like
was gonna-
championship.
yes,
Because there were other players that I've seen play like to me, Steph is more of a Tim Duncan. What Tim Duncan was to San Antonio is what Steph is to the
Golden
Bay.
State.
Tim
Yeah.
Duncan won on his last year out before he left, though, didn't he?
Not
No.
the chip. Not the chip.
That
But
wasn't
do you
when they
guys-
beat Miami?
No.
Okay.
That was 12. That was 2012. Or excuse me, that was
because-
2010, 11.
No, 14.
14.
'Cause they won. They won. 12
Oh, they
and
did win
13.
14. They won 14, and he retired 16 because he retired the same year as Kobe. And remember, his retirement was very quiet. Everybody was watching Kobe's last game, and Tim Duncan didn't say anything about retiring at all. At the end of the season, everybody was giving Kobe his flowers, and he was just like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I'm retiring. This is my last season."
Well, Stephen Curry and Tim Duncan are way 2 different people.
They're
Curry likes-
different
I
with
think.
different skill
I think
sets.
for what he means though is like he's gonna retire, like because how he retired as a Spur, he's gonna retire as a Golden
Right, that's
State
what he's
Warrior.
saying.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that Tim Duncan was a San Antonio Spur type of person. That not religious, but very not in the limelight, not trying to get any fame or anything like that.
Yeah.
He got his rings, and he that culture that Pop built, he was so far into it that I think he only stayed to try to help them get further past his years. He probably knew he wasn't going to win another chip.
Yeah.
He did that for the team.
I think
I
Steph Curry,
think Steph
is
Curry
in the
wants
same spot
to
too.
solidify his legacy. I think he wants to get one. If he had an opportunity to get with LeBron, I bet he'd do it.
Oh yeah. I
Do you
guarantee
think?
you.
Do you think Golden State has a shot this year?
Hell no.
No, not a shot. No.
Hell no. Unless they
Not a shot in
magically
hell.
make some wild trades or something.
not
but-
gonna
They
happen.
said that
That's
they were
what
going to
I'm saying.
probably
Their cap-
get.
but-
their cap is shot.
Yeah, no.
They said that they're probably make a move from Brandon Ingram, but that doesn't really
That ain't
make
gonna
too
do
that
much
doesn't
sense.
do
deal.
any.
There's not a lot of trades that are going to happen right now between now and when the
But
season
I
starts.
really
that
don't.
makes
I really
sense.
don't think that. I really don't think that Golden State has any leverage on making trades unless they're going to trade any big.
Well, they got Kuminga.
That's true.
Honestly, I don't feel like they need to. I feel like they're a good enough mix of young and old. They got a couple guys coming up that to replace those players that you're used to seeing.
Yeah.
They got a guy to replace Draymond. They got a guy to replace Klay Thompson. Steph's gonna be Steph. He's always gonna be able to shoot. He's always gonna have that
But
eye.
I kind of agree with what he's saying though. About Steph's legacy. Like if he's not going to win another championship,
Is his legacy hurt if he changes teams at this late in his career? Do you think?
No.
Okay.
No.
That's peace. I mean, I just feel like, because when you talk about Spurs culture, someone who came out of Spurs culture is Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr is also a Spur. He's a Bull, but he's also a Spur. So
because that Spur culture came from the Bulls. They start running that type of offense.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
They're very tight knit.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Discipline.
I mean, did it hurt? Did it? I mean, when Michael retired and then came back, did that hurt his legacy? No. That's what I'm saying. It's the same thing. If Steph, like LeBron, he went to Miami to win championships, did that hurt his legacy?
No,
And
I mean, not if you do it right.
That actually helped his ass.
And then he came back to Cleveland and won a championship.
I just don't want to see.
You know what I mean?
I just don't want to see like when you saw Patrick Ewing go to Orlando,
that was crazy.
or when you saw
Dominique
the Dream,
Wilkins.
the Dream go play for Toronto,
Oh yeah.
or
Yeah.
Dominique Wilkins.
Make it make sense. Make
Right.
it make sense if you're gonna
And-
stay in the league.
And I don't see that $60 million per year for one player sounds like. There's two things. Like, who would you even trade him for? You know.
Oh, you would have to trade for a big max player in order for maybe even two.
No, you get a lot of draft picks.
That too.
Somebody will trade all their
But then you're
future
talking
for
about-
that 1 year to be like, boom, we got Steph, this, let's do it this year.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't see the. I mean, it doesn't.
I don't think
There's,
the Lakers
there's
will.
no. There's no world. Looking, I know the Lakers.
They don't even have any.
cap
They
is
don't have
up and down.
anything.
They don't have a way.
And they just
LeBron would have to leave.
Yeah. Because
They don't have a
they
way.
just paid what LeBron like what
If they do
50?
that, then they're trading.
Yeah.
They're trading AD for
What did,
Steph,
what did
and
LeBron,
that's not going to
what,
happen.
what did LeBron just sign the deal? How much
50.
did he 50, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 48 or something. 48.
To counter what you said, or not counter, but
Yeah.
back then, players had no control.
Right.
I'm sure Hakeem didn't want to go to Toronto. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Honestly,
know what
though,
I'm saying?
it should always be like that. I hate that like
The players have control.
I want to be either on this team, or this team, and then the GM's like, all right, let me try to get him over there. But it's like,
I mean,
But at the same time, it works out
There's
for
a balance,
it works
'cause it
there's
doesn't
balance.
always- it doesn't always work out.
You're not going for free.
No, because at the same time, they're going to acquire draft picks,
You know what I'm saying?
players. You know, that's going to help young guys. That's going to help them in for their future.
It's
you
still
know what I
going
mean?
to suck for your
I
team.
guess.
It's the,
right
yeah,
now.
it sucks for
and
your
there
team,
can
yeah.
always be the there's always a chance of Steph getting traded to a team who just wants him for his contract. And like for instance, Steph could get, like, let's say this year sucking for the Warriors, or next year sucks for the Warriors, and they're just not doing really well. And there's like a team like Orlando who is in a mediocre spot, or I mean not Orlando, or the Pistons, for instance. And the Pistons say, okay, cool, give us Steph. We're gonna give you this, and that. Bring them on. We'll give you all these players, and that'll just clear the books. And then they just waive Steph.
hell no, I'll pull
And then
Gronk.
and then Steph is a
Free agent.
not a free agent. Well, not only a free agent, but he's a buyout player.
Yeah.
Mid-season buyout player.
I'd pull a Gronk.
And then you
As soon
can
as I hear that,
go get
I'm
Steph
out.
for $1.
Who in their right mind would do that to Steph Curry?
Yeah.
I mean, I
He's
get it.
still the best shooter in the league.
Absolutely.
I get it, but I mean,
his
it's
skill
just
set,
really
he can
hard.
play.
It's just really hard to see
That was a
$60
horrible
million.
example.
No, I mean, there
I
there
mean,
is a
I
world
hope
where
you
that
know that.
I mean,
brother.
We ain't talking
4
Russell
years
Wilson.
ago, no, 4 years ago, nobody thought that Westbrook would be a buyout. A buyout.
twice.
How many years ago?
I
Four.
would have called that.
No.
4.
I would have called twice.
And Steph has 3 more on his contract.
You know what's crazy?
Yeah.
And we laugh. Me and him were laughing about this the other time. How the fuck do you get bought out by the Jazz
Twice. They're good
Dude,
at
I
that game.
saw that.
And
was
you're a
like,
Hall
what?
of Famer.
Yeah.
And you're a
I
Hall
was
of
like,
Fame.
what?
They're good.
They
They're
said,
very good
"Hey,
at that game.
how you doing? All right, don't. We're gonna buy you up. So
But,
don't pack
I mean-
and don't pack your
But
bags.
they're,
too
but
hard."
that just
money.
goes to tell you, like there are Hall of Famers right
Yeah.
now who are struggling to be on an NBA roster.
Yeah.
Hall of Fame, not only Hall of Famers,
Well,
there are,
Westbrook can't shoot.
there are former MVPs right now who are struggling to be on an NBA roster. Not so much struggling, but Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
He got hurt.
Again.
Yeah, but still, I mean, Steph's ankles are getting old.
He hasn't been hurt. He hasn't been out for the
That's true.
season.
That's true.
God bless him. Knock on wood. I hope he doesn't get hurt. But we just don't know. I
But
think
you got a point.
there is a world
can happen.
where anything can happen. It's just really hard to see 60 million getting traded. But then again, it's the NBA and inflation and new TV
but
deal.
I never thought Klay Thompson would be where he's at right now.
That's true.
I did. After he got injured, I was like,
I'm
he's not
saying
gonna
the
be
injury. That's
same.
what I'm saying. After the injury, his career was over.
Yeah.
Before they won their last chip, I thought that Clay was going to be a Laker at one point.
Not good.
I always
not-
thought.
But you're still good, though. You thought he'd be like somebody
Yeah.
nobody would want?
Yeah, well, I didn't think he would be what he is, but I think that we will see a resurgence of Clay.
I hope so, because I
We
like
won't
Dallas.
see a defensive resurgence of Clay, but we will see 25 point a night.
25.
Clay.
If he
I
was
can
on the
see it.
team last year, they probably would have won that.
He is
They
not
probably would have
gonna
beat
win
Boston.
Clay will.
20.
I think Clay will average 20 and 5.
Yeah. I can
No.
agree with that.
20 and 5.
They probably would have took Boston to 7
He would
or
get
1
lucky
if they had another
if he
shooter.
gets 15.
Are we talking starting or off the bench?
Clay ain't coming off the fucking bench.
Yeah, he ain't coming off the bench. Are you
No.
crazy?
I don't care how terrible their defense is about to be.
What?
Clay off the fucking bench? No. You got Klay Thompson
Bro,
who can shoot from anywhere.
He is not getting 20. I'll put any money on it.
What's 20 divided by 3?
Okay.
You
I don't know. I'm
28.
not good with math.
It's like 6.5.
Yeah, 6
6 and
yeah,
3/4?
6, something like that.
So
That you just got to get the ball
Dude,
to him.
he's getting like 15.
You got to give the ball to him 8 times, and that's it.
and they
So
That's
you're
it.
telling me you would rather give him the ball than Luka or Kyrie?
I'm saying that.
No, you don't have to give them
You
the ball.
don't. You don't have to. You don't.
If they're
have
driving-
to. If you have Kyrie,
No, I get the drive and dish, but there's
yeah,
no,
That's all
I
he
could,
needs.
I could see that
Bro,
happening.
I'm
I can see
telling
that
you.
happening
I just-
7 or 8 times.
I don't see him getting more than 15 a game.
15 a game just means that he only shoots the ball 6 times.
Still,
He doesn't.
But the problem is
What made you lose your faith in Klay Thompson?
dude,
But
ever since
Your
he got
girlfriend
hurt,
like him, don't you?
No,
Don't she?
ever since he got hurt,
She loved Klay
just
He
Thompson.
got raggedy teeth.
I'm like, dude, like he's not the same.
He does. I don't think he needs to be. Just what you said about Ray Allen.
just be a spot up
Ray
shooter.
Allen's a goat,
That's
though.
basically what they need him
Clay
for.
Thompson's not a
Thompson's
goat.
a
He's
pre-
got more rings than Ray Allen.
Klay Thompson scored 70 points, didn't he? Didn't he
Yeah,
score 70 points?
he's
a game?
hit.
Do you know how long ago that was?
But
But he
bro,
didn't dribble the ball at all.
listen to what you're
It was
listen,
6 times.
bro.
He didn't dribble the ball at all.
Listen to what you're
But that
saying.
was like prime Clay though.
He can still shoot. You don't lose your
need
jump
to
shot.
But you
be
don't need prime Clay.
Need prime
was,
Clay.
Was
You just need
was,
Clay to stand in
Bro,
the
look at
corner.
this.
Don't
Let-
move.
dude,
stand in the
dude.
corner.
Was Ray Allen prime it when he played for the Heat?
Right.
No, he wasn't.
Hold on.
No, he
No,
wasn't.
he couldn't even dunk no more, I don't think.
No.
Dude, last season he had 17.
17.9. That's 18 points a game. You're talking
Like-
about he can't average
you
2
said he
more
can't-
points a game
Right.
on a better team. On a team with 2 better players. He had to be the number 2 option on the team last year.
Now he
This
ain't
year
gonna
He's gonna be the number 3.
It's fine.
No.
No.
Even if he was a number 3 option, it's still fine.
It
He
is
could
still fine.
He could still shoot 20 points.
You don't think Kyrie's not gonna find him? You don't think
Absolutely.
Luka's not gonna find him?
Absolutely.
You don't think the 2 bigs that they got aren't gonna dish the ball out as soon as they get that offensive defensive rebound?
Yeah, they
And
got
he's-
2 monsters.
And
Bro,
you
he
got to
did-
think about this too, because I mean they're gonna double team either Kyrie or Luka.
Every time they come in,
time.
they going to collapse.
I don't know. I can't see him getting 20 though.
I don't know why you hating on
Bro,
Klay.
all he
That's
has
crazy.
to do, all he has
crazy.
to do is stand in the corner now. He didn't have to do anything.
He don't have to drive. He don't have
And
nothing.
his legs are gonna be fresher. He barely has to play defense either. Like he didn't have to do anything.
We'll see.
If you like Ray Allen, I know you used to like Klay.
Nah.
So
That's because
I would
It's
have.
something on the line.
Still,
It's something on the line there.
that's because he's on Tatum's ball sack.
I'm
That's
not.
crazy.
I'm not. I
This
didn't
girl
even
like
mention
Clay.
Tatum. I'm not saying Tatum's gonna be amazing.
Okay, so who's the best player in the NBA? Tatum, because he won MVP. Even though
He ain't get no USA time.
Right. That was wild, bro. They did
That's
him
crazy.
dirty.
Come on.
They did him like Christian Leitner.
Hey, question.
They did him like Christian Leitner.
I'm gonna say 2 names, and you guys give me 1 name back.
okay,
Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese.
Give you one name back.
Yeah.
Caitlin
Who
Clark.
is the better player? Who's gonna win Rookie of the Year?
Caitlin
I
Clark.
got Cole Rookie of the Year. I think they both should get it.
Bro, no.
That sets up the league's future.
Bro.
Oh, that'd be something
sets up
crazy.
the-
Don't give me narrative. Narrative is a cop out. That's a
Narrative sells tickets.
That's a cop out.
No, it's not.
You got a point.
Who's the better player?
Clark.
You're talking about 2 different positions.
So?
They're both equally as good at their position.
No.
Yes.
No.
They're both breaking records.
They are.
That nobody, that not even,
And-
not
and-
just,
oh,
not
you
just,
made me mad.
they're,
Don't make
and
me
they're
do
both
this.
rookies.
Hey, and,
Not
and,
just
and,
rookies.
you gotta think about it. And they're both bringing tickets.
I'm not
making
talking
money.
about stats. I'm talking about talent.
They're both talented.
they're both talented.
Angel,
You want your center to do what Angel Reese is doing, right?
No.
So you're telling me-
No.
What do you mean, no?
No,
So you're
no,
telling me you
no.
would rather have Angel Reese than Clayton?
I would much rather have Caitlin Clark any day of the week than Angel Reese. Angel Reese is not a great player.
Yeah, I'm going. I'm going with Caitlyn.
Crazy.
Bro, she's playing. She's out there playing volleyball with herself on the backboard
Why ain't nobody else doing that then?
because she's taller.
She's not even the tallest player in the league.
She's like 6'7".
Okay.
She's not the tallest player in
Actually,
the league.
she's 6'3".
I was about to say she is
I don't know.
6'7",
She's
bro.
6'3". There's players way taller than her.
She's a tall girl though.
She's my height.
But we're talking about girls.
Okay, but there are taller girls out there.
Bro.
Why ain't nobody else done what she's doing there? Why is she breaking all these records
She's
as
stat-
a
she's
rookie?
stat padding.
She got a national championship.
She's stat padding.
Okay. Why
There were other
why
great
can't-
players on that team.
Why can't nobody else stat
She's
pad?
pulling a Westbrook, bro. When that year that
She
he was getting
is, bro.
triple doubles.
Why can't nobody else stat pad?
Because Caitlin Clark is not stat padding,
I'm
but
not
she's
talking
winning.
about. I'm not talking about
She's
Caitlin Clark.
winning.
And she stat padded too. She got called trying to get a rebound at the end of the game to get that triple double.
No one else was anywhere near her.
Yeah, that
She shouldn't have been in the game. She was in that game to get that triple double.
you're telling me you wouldn't be in the game to get your triple
Yes,
double?
I want a triple double. I'm not hating on the stat pad. If you want to
I'm
stop people
hating-
from stat padding, stop them
I'm
from stat
hating
padding.
on the blatant
That's
stat
why I
padding.
don't like the whole. Saquon Barkley should have ran that ball for a touchdown in the game. Give him 4 touchdowns.
Yes.
Stop him if you don't want him to score. Stop him.
Look, I ain't gonna
This
lie.
that soft era.
I didn't want.
I ain't with none of that.
I didn't want him because the person I was playing has him. So.
Let's
If
go.
you got a problem with me, stop
Hey,
it.
hey, let's go even back. Why didn't Beast Mode do that run? Why
That wasn't
didn't-
his call though.
Because they wanted somebody else to be the hero.
Thank you.
That wasn't his call though. He wanted the ball.
No, but
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. It's the same concept. Why not go if you have your best running back playing the best game he's ever played, and he can literally pound that ball into that
I ain't
into
gonna
the end
lie.
zone.
If-
Why would you change the play to have Russell Wilson the hero?
If I was Russell Wilson, I would have changed that play on the line. I'd have been like, nah, fuck that.
He likes
beast
skin.
mode. Beast
He
mode.
likes skin,
I'm
yes.
gonna give the ball out to beast mode.
Look at the
Like,
look at the
He
screen.
ain't built like that.
Look at the
Okay.
screen.
He
Okay,
took Future's
this is a clip from an actual game. Angel Reese makes 2-point shot. Angel Reese offensive rebound. Angel Reese misses 2-point shot. Angel Reese offensive rebound. Angel Reese misses 2-point shot. Angel Reese offensive rebound. Angel Reese misses. Bro,
You
she's-
ever seen somebody tipping and tipping and tipping and tipping?
that stat padding
That's
though,
all that
she
is.
has the worst. She has statistically, she is the worst shooter within. I think it's like 5 feet
So
of the
you
basket.
think she was standing there
In the
by
league.
herself,
in the league?
throwing it off the backboard, catching it, and nobody was stopping her?
No, but she's just literally just throwing it up. She's not even looking. She's not even looking.
How is she getting the rebound?
Hold on.
How is nobody blocking her out?
It's like saying Dennis Rodman. It's
Who's
she's
the greatest
basically Dennis
rebounder
Rodman.
of all time?
Absolutely.
Okay, but the thing is,
He
used to-
actually practiced how to get rebounds.
He actually looked at game tape and would look at how people
Study
threw the ball,
how
and
the
all
ball
that,
comes off
so-
the rim. That's an art.
Yeah.
Oh boy, here we go.
Hold on. Let's see. Rebounding to herself. Let's see if we could find the footage.
You know she's a rookie, right?
Still,
You know she's doing this as a rookie.
I don't care.
How come nobody else can stop her? She's not even the tallest person on the court. Look at that move. And she get her own rebound. What? Foul. That was a foul. She is a beast, bro. You just showed off. And she's surrounded by 4 people.
She is.
Man, get out of here, bro.
Yeah,
you wildin'.
If that was the video you were showing to make your case, yeah, that wasn't the video.
Crazy. I don't know that her teammates was even helping her. She down there beast moding by herself.
Right. And they're all looking at her like, she got it. She got it. She got it.
But she's not really. She is
too small.
She is a beast. She is a beast down there. I just don't think
that's a good move.
When
the old girl there trying to block her out.
The thing is, when she throws the ball up, she doesn't look at the basket all the time.
There's men in the league that do that.
I understand, but the fact that she's getting so many rebounds isn't because she's that good of a player.
Your ex-girlfriend looked like Angel Reese. You like that bitch? Remind me of that bitch. I can't stand her.
Not at all.
I can't stand her.
Not at all.
So why do you think Caitlin Clark is a better player than Angel Reese?
Because if you swap teams, they have a worse record with Angel. Like it's kind of like when you're talking about LeBron and KD.
But look at that. Oh, yeah, that should have been that.
Well,
yeah.
To tell you the truth, I watched WNBA games. They all miss layups.
That's true.
Yeah,
right by the rim. I'd be like, "What are you doing?"
Dude, she airball the mid range though.
Yeah, they be do. They I mean, I know
there is a skill difference.
Disclaimer: I love women, but they be missing all type of shit.
That one looked like she just threw that bitch.
Yeah, bro. She just be throwing shit up. And it's not every time. It's not all the time. But the
girl's good.
She's a great rebounder. But she be rebounding to herself, man.
Well, that's everybody else's fault.
Yeah, cause she has nobody. She has no help. She's doing it all by herself. She has help.
Chicago Sky is not a
scrub
team.
Bro, the last 3 videos that you just showed us, she's doing it all by herself.
You got. He has a point, dude. She's like the only one in the paint.
They're like 10 and 22. What are you talking about?
Look. Okay, right there, yes.
Come on, bro. What are we doing?
She had help right there.
Well, and they had drafted that one girl, her name Cordova or whatever.
Yeah, they drafted
and
another
she's been hurt.
Girl.
They was in the same draft.
Yeah, they was in the same draft. They're supposed to be like
been hurt.
Towers.
What they should have did was pick up that one girl that the Vegas waived.
Oh, who the Australian chick?
I
know what you're talking about.
Man, them nails.
Her name starts with like a D or something.
Them nails have to break each time, bro.
Look, she's just throwing it off the backboard to herself. Right off the backboard. Boom.
No, that ball got swatted. You ain't see that block? That ball got blocked off the backboard.
Oh my God.
Watch. Right there. Blocked.
That's true. I did see that.
Man, y'all hating on my girl, man. That's crazy.
If you swap them teams.
I understand. I'm a Caitlin Clark fan. I am a Caitlin Clark fan, but I can't take away what she's doing also as a rookie.
She is a phenomenal player. I ain't gonna sit here and act like she's not a great player.
And it's setting
She
up
is a phenomenal player. And yes,
the future of WNBA basketball.
It does. But I feel like making them is a cop-out. Pick one. Somebody's got to be the bad guy.
She's already the bad guy. Angela Reese is already the bad guy. So many people do not want her to be
I'm not going to be mad if Caitlin Clark wins it.
Me neither.
I'm not going to be mad.
I'd be happy to see them both win, and then that's a rivalry for the rest of their career.
But would you be? But okay, so if they decided to pick Angel Reese as MVP,
I don't. I mean,
no, just saying, just hypothetically. Let's say they do pick her. Are you going to be mad about it?
No, because at that point she earned it.
Okay.
Because there are people who are lying.
No.
I ain't gonna say that.
Off pod, he gonna be like, man, fuck that.
No. Here's the thing. I have my opinion, but there's also people who know the game a lot better than me who make those decisions.
Yeah.
I will leave it to them.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like the people who are in the position to make those decisions have bias to Caitlin Clark because they've seen her rise in success in the fandom and things like that. Those are the same people who kept Caitlin Clark off of Team USA. So I am okay with whoever they choose. If they choose, Angel Reese, and statistically it lines up, okay, cool. I personally just feel like Angel Reese is not as good of a basketball player skill-wise as Caitlin Clark.
Can I be truthful?
Yeah.
They left her off that team because the first half of the year she was not playing that great.
Right.
They were calling her a bust the first half of the year.
Which is fine. Because,
so that's why she kept her off
and
the
that's
team.
that's okay. And that's okay. Because all that means is that they were watching film. Which is totally fine. I love that.
But now I'm glad she's busting ass now.
And she sat down, she twiddled her thumbs, and she said, okay, go. And now, if you take Angel Reese and you put her on the Fever, and you take Caitlin Clark and put her on the Sky, what happens? It's the same thing as when you take LeBron James and that Cleveland team, and you take him off that Cleveland team and put him on the Warriors, and you take KD and put him on that Cleveland team. Who's going further? Who's going to win that 7-game series? Yeah.
It all depends on the pieces they got around. They're two different positions.
It does depend on the pieces, but basketball is, at the end of the day, more so of an individual sport where one player can change the entire dynamic of a game. Mm-hmm. And so, Angel... No. I mean, Angel Reese, yeah, she can. She's not limited at center, because there's been dominant centers from LSU who have come in and changed the game.
But what you just said was really broad, because that's every sport. One player can change the game in every sport.
More so in basketball than any other sport. There's 5
More so
players.
Baseball than any other sport. Because if your pitcher's lights out and you can't hit him, that changes the whole ball game. If your pitcher throws 105 miles an hour,
not in a 7-game series.
Oh, he's talking about it. I thought you meant a game, not a series.
No,
I mean, what they play is a series.
Because you got to think about it. Otani was on the fucking Angels, and he was amazing.
Otani and Trout.
But Trout's always hurt.
Yeah, but she's still, top 5 best players in the last 20 years.
Yeah.
Statistically. Even though he's not a flashy name, statistically, he's one of the best players to ever play the game, which is wild to me, because he's on the fucking Angels, which is another reason why I say baseball kind of a little different.
When was the last time you even played?
Right.
Fucking fine.
But to go back to basketball, you have players like I said, it's in basketball, you could take a player, swap them teams, totally just that same thing. When LeBron left that Cleveland team, they're a lottery team now.
Right.
The impact on the game. There's 5 players on the court for your team. That if you have a player that's lights out in the WNBA, if you have a Michael Jordan in the WNBA, if you take the top and if you take Giannis and put him on any team in the WNBA, you know what I'm saying?
So why did they have a losing record the whole year?
Who?
Indiana. They just barely made it to the playoffs.
I understand, and that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but it's right now.
They're 18 and 17.
That's what I'm saying. Right now.
Yeah.
Now that she turned it up.
Yeah.
And now that she's got shit hot, who's the better player? And really, the last half of the season is what they'll judge that MVP year off of.
What she does for a guard, I think she's averaging. What's she's averaging? 19 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists.
Okay.
That's solid.
For a guard, that's good, right?
Yeah. Angel Reese is averaging
for a big girl, for a center, because now your center got injured, so she got forced to be a center.
Yeah.
She's averaging 14 points, 13 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal.
Damn.
That's beast mode.
That is beast mode.
That's beast mode. I mean, 13 rebounds as a girl is high.
So,
13 rebounds.
That's what
professional
you want
sports.
that's what you want your big to do.
It is,
especially when the game's dominated by the littles. If you got a big doing that. And now, if they had it a little, which they don't really got a little doing a damn thing,
right?
They kind of put their stock into having 2 bigs.
Okay.
And then the other big ain't been there from South Carolina. She ain't been there.
When I say wins above replacement, do you know what that means? It's a baseball term. It's kind of like how much that player impacts winning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is Caitlin Clark impact on winning bigger than Angel Reese's impact on winning?
I would say because they won more games.
Because that's what I judge MVP off of. Like, I didn't understand the Steve Nash MVPs very much. I didn't understand there's some other players I didn't get it. because my thoughts when it came to MVP is when take that player off that team, how worse do they become, right? So in terms of Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, that's kind of how I divvy the pie, and I feel like Caitlin Clark has a bigger impact on winning on her team than Angel Reese does.
Okay, so not to keep going on about it.
No, you're fine.
If you look at Caitlin Clark's got 19 points total. That's 19 and 8 assists. So that means 8 assists can equivalent to what, 16 points? If it's twos or threes, it could be 20.
Right.
In the middle of 16 and 24. So let's say 20.
Right.
So that's 39 points that she's responsible for a game. Angel Reese, 14 points, 13 rebounds. 13 rebounds could be equivalent to 26 points or 39 points. So in the middle of that is 30 somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Plus 14, that's 47.
I see what you're saying.
So we don't know.
Because it's a game of possessions.
Right.
Right.
So that's impacting winning.
Right.
So I would give the slight edge to Caitlin Clark because the assists are already points. We just don't know what they're coming to.
Right.
But the rebounds, we don't know if those are getting put back in.
Right.
We don't know. But that's impacting winning. You know?
Right.
Even though the wins might not be there, but that's the type of thing. That's the type of things that impact winning.
Let's do
so
a bit
that's
more-
why I say it's kind of it's more closer than you think to me.
Let's do a little bit more research, and then next week we'll hop into it again and see what the stats say once we kind of pop in a little bit more research to it. Went over fantasy football, went over the Bears to see. You guys got anything else real quick? I know I did you get a chance to watch a starting five or no?
No. But
Okay,
I had something to say about it.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go. First.
No. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Well, what I was gonna say because it's not even out yet, is
No,
it?
I don't
it comes
think it's
out in
out. No.
October.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So I'm
it's
some
not
way ahead. Okay, I just
Yeah.
knew it was the
But
thing.
they have LeBron, Jimmy Buckets, Ant-Man, Domantas Sabonis, and Jason Tatum.
Why Sabonis though?
So
To add an international on there, or
Well,
probably,
he has a
yeah.
great story
Yeah.
yeah.
with his dad.
yeah,
But I would change. I can see LeBron because this generation he's the GOAT
Yeah.
to them. So everybody wants to see what he's doing. I could somewhat see Jimmy Buckets
Yes, he's
because
very
his personality
very interesting
and
player.
his story is crazy.
Oh yeah, his story
About
is crazy.
his parents
Yes.
like didn't want him.
Right.
Like, so I can see that. I can see Ant-Man because of his willingness to say whatever the fuck he wants. The NBA had no skilled players besides, like, you say shit like that, you were made for camera. You're gonna get ratings.
Yeah.
So I can understand him. I would not have Sabonis, and I would not have Jason Tatum. Those are two wasted
this man's weekend.
players. I knew he was gonna say something about that.
Weekend.
I would much rather have Jaylen Brown than Jason Tatum.
I would much rather have Jokic
Or Luca.
and
Oh no.
John Morant.
Oh. That is a good.
John
that-
Morant would create so many more ratings.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We need a Ja Doc.
You know what I mean? The
That
gangster.
that whole year was
Crazy.
I would take Ja,
Ja Morant was
but I wouldn't
almost
take out Tatum though.
Ja Morant was
Who
almost
else you taking out?
I'm taking out Zabon.
I say I take him
wouldn't
out
even.
too.
I would take him. And
I do
Joker
like
is very interesting.
I do like Sabonis's background because none of those other guys have basketball Hall of Fame dads, and Sabonis does. So
True.
living up to that Hall of Fame hype, playing the same position as your father,
Yeah.
being from a different country, your father being from a different country, but you being cultured different, growing up like that. He's pretty much Europe Steph Curry, you know.
But think about having Joker. Your
Yeah.
brothers are like, you guys are like mafia badass
it is a
motherfuckers.
it is a better story because he's an MVP player. He's an MVP.
MVP player, and they can
I'm surprised they didn't do him.
they
though.
go to his country, and they're like gods over there.
I'm not surprised that they didn't pick him because he probably didn't want to do it.
You know, the brothers,
yeah.
the brothers are like brute security guards that just
Yeah.
want to fight everybody.
Yeah.
They probably party like mother. You know what I mean? Like,
Have you been around Serbians before?
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, because you've been around here. Like I was gonna say because we work with a lot of Serbians and Macedonians. They're not the same, but they're
I
very
dated them.
similar.
My first love was in Macedonia.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
From out here?
Yeah, she lived out here. Her family was from Macedonia. I mean, yeah.
Really? That's
Their
funny.
dad was straight up last names like.
Did you learn the language?
No, hell no.
Oh, okay. I did in Macedonian.
I was
too.
young.
So I learned language, picked up on the culture, different things like that. Yeah. So just knowing that they are just naturally brutes. Yeah. And I can understand, knowing how Serbians and Macedonians are, I understand why Joker wouldn't want to do it. Yeah. They just don't like people in their business like that. But I would want to see, and it's no offense to Jason Tatum, it's just Jaylen Brown is just that much more interesting of a player.
Yeah.
He's
And John Morant.
And John Morant. But John Morant, it was very close to being the Aaron Hernandez of the NBA.
Yeah.
Very close.
I agree with that. It's because you do it once and then you do it again. That's where.
What are you thinking?
Yeah.
After the commissioner just talked to you, just talk to your ass about this.
Literally
And
a
you-
week later. A week later, man. Like
He needs to have an
He was
AI.
trying to be young King Vaughn or
no,
something.
but the
I
problem
don't know.
is, but the problem is, it's not just basketball. It's all sports. I would say football and basketball. These young guys, they get this money and they feel like they're invincible.
Mm-hmm.
They can do whatever they want because they have lawyers and shit that can kind of like, sneak it, like put it to the side and be like, hey, we'll just pay what we need to pay and we'll be done with it.
And they come from neighborhoods where they got the streets behind them.
Exactly. Yeah. But the problem is that you put that shit on fucking social media, you're done. Yeah. You're done. And I think that's going to be a rude awakening for John Morant.
I hope so.
He really needs to have
because he's going to kill it when he comes back.
AI type career that doesn't end up like an AI type, like a Steph Curry type career.
Yeah.
After this, he really does.
And
I can see him doing it.
And I'm not saying like I'm not saying like get rid of your crew, your friends that you've known for so long, but
you got to get rid of the bad ones.
Right. Or like, hey, homie, put your phone down. Hey, we don't
be smart.
Be smart about it. If you're gonna do that shit, be smart. But I wouldn't. Like if I was in his shoes, I'd be kind of anybody that's associated with me that's gonna put me in those situations again. I would. Hey,
but that was him doing it though.
No,
it wasn't like it was his boys.
It wasn't.
It was his dumb ass. You know what I'm saying? Like I can see it was his boys. Like, damn, here you go again. Give me
I guarantee you, his boys were encouraging it though.
That's what I'm saying.
He got the money. You can't encourage me when I'm the one with the money. You know what I mean?
Like I know for sure, if it was me, my boys would be like, "Hey, don't do that. Don't be
But at the same time, it's that mentality thinking that you're invincible. You can get away with that shit.
Yeah.
But when you put that shit on social media, it's done.
And also with to tip over to back to the Jaylen Brown real quick.
Yeah.
The guy is incredibly smart.
Oh yeah.
Jaylen Brown was more likely to be an astronaut than an NBA champion.
I can tell.
He is a very, very smart
human
being.
Well, actually, him being like really smart almost affected his draft stock.
Yeah, they a lot of people felt like he was going to be bored. He was drafted third. Okay, a lot of people felt like he was going to be bored.
He looked like a Carlton Banks.
But and remember, and when he came out, he had the high top fade. Yeah,
he actually does some work with NASA.
Right.
I don't know if he still does, but I know when he was coming out of college, he was coming
very
stuff.
Smart guy.
That's why he went to Cal, right? I want to say.
Yeah.
He went over there because of their academics. While he was playing, he was on the robotic team and stuff like that.
That's why he always be messing up my parlays, man.
Right.
He the worst. I would never bet on him again.
I want to say he still does like something affiliated
he be
with
thinking
NASA.
about physics right in the middle of the game and shit.
Dude,
So
the ball is in play.
Paul, bro.
Right.
But
hey coach, if we do this he breaks it down to him. Motherfucker, get your ass over there. Like we don't need all that, right?
But him being that cerebral player,
absolutely.
Just being that type of caliber of human being, following him around, and he's also he's a vice president of the Players Association.
Damn.
So
I wonder why.
Right. So he makes more sense to me as a player than Jason Tatum. But
you gotta
Jason
think about
Tatum
it.
is also
Wasn't that Chris Paul's position?
No,
or was he the president?
He's the president.
He's president.
But you got to think about it too. More people, because Tatum's jerseys are like the top seller.
He's a likable guy.
Yeah.
He's more likable.
So
especially
you got to think about it too.
him
In a
and
viewing
Deuce.
perspective, come on.
Him and Deuce.
That's not biased.
And he's dating
No,
and he's
I'm
dating
just saying.
LMA. Like he's dating.
They just had a kid too.
Yeah.
Who, Tatum?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he was messing with a Kardashian.
No.
No, hell no.
No.
Hope not.
I would have smacked him.
Nope.
I would have flown to Boston.
Nah. Last person I know that's known to date a
It was a
Kardashian, I
light-skinned
think, is
dude.
Kyle Kuzma.
Kyle Kuzma.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
what it was.
Yeah.
Who was he dating?
Kendall?
Kendall. That's right.
Yeah. But on that note, anything you guys got before we get up
I
out
got
of here?
one more. I got one more thing.
Go ahead.
And I want you guys' opinion. Dak Prescott. Why is what? I mean, do you think he deserves the money that he wants?
No.
No.
Does he deserve it or is he going to get it?
Does he deserve it?
No.
We all know he's gonna get it.
No, he don't deserve it. He's going to get it, and they have no choice but to give it to him.
I don't think Dallas gives it to him.
No, I
They have
think
no
it's-
choice.
I think they do.
Now,
What's their options
with
after
those
Dak?
with those wide receivers? I feel like you got to pay those guys. When it comes to quarterbacks, I don't feel like Jerry Jones values that position as much as he values like a wide receiver like CeeDee Lamb, or that he values other positional players. And
Because
CeeDee Lamb,
Jerry Jones pays everybody.
That's true, but
he ain't pay Zeke.
He pays Zeke.
Not the
he
last
didn't.
time.
That's why-
not the last
that's why he
time.
went
Oh,
to
maybe
New
not the last
England.
time. That's because he's a
But the
running
problem
back,
is-
and
but the
all
prob-
running backs lost
And
their
they,
value.
and they paid Dak once.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
They're gonna pay him
But
again.
no, but I believe they're gonna pay him. But the problem is that you're also coming into Michael Parsons. He's gonna want to get paid.
Bears.
Honestly,
coming to the Bears.
Honestly,
What?
honestly,
Michael Parsons is coming to the Bears.
I don't know about
Top
that.
secret.
If they do, if they do, if they do go ahead and pay Dak, then Michael Parsons gone, because there's no way you're gonna be able to pay.
if you can only keep one, who are you keeping?
And we got the
Parsons.
money.
If you
Oh,
only,
if it was me,
I keep
I'm
Michael
keeping
Parsons.
Yeah.
all day.
because the thing is he may not be that good, but you do have another quarterback on your roster that can helm the.
what has he shown you?
Trey Lance.
I would rather keep Parsons than just go
He's
pay
young.
$2 to
He's-
drop a
He's young. He's young.
What's up with y'all and this $2 y'all been paying all
I don't know.
night?
That was just what he was saying.
But
Y'all get a
also,
lot for $2. Russell Wilson.
Right.
there's other quarterbacks you can go out there and get. I feel like you can go out there and get other quarterbacks. You can't go out and get a Micah Parsons, but you can go out there and get quarterbacks who could maybe not win you games, but then again not fuck up
mean,
the game.
Not throw interceptions in the
a
key
lot of
moments
times,
of the
But
games.
I mean, at this point, what Dallas has done this offseason and free agency, are they really talking about trying to win anyways? No,
They're still picking them to
and
make.
that's another thing.
It's
I don't
crazy.
think Jerry Jones really gives a fuck about winning.
no.
He
and
still,
that's-
does he still have the richest franchise
Yes.
over the Yankees?
I'm almost positive he does.
He doesn't.
No,
No.
no.
It's the Yankees then the Cowboys.
I don't even think
No,
it's
I
that.
don't even think it's the Cowboys anymore.
Oh yeah, the Cowboys are still number 1 or 2.
Are they?
Oh yeah,
Top value franchises in sports. Let's see.
I'm gonna go Cowboys 1, Yankees 2.
I went to Forbes to. Oh no, yeah, you're right. As of 2023, Dallas is number 1 at 9 billion. New
Yankees.
York Yankees 7.1, Golden State Warriors 7, New England Patriots 7, Rams 6.9, Giants 6.8.
Let's just go this.
Bears 7 at 6.3. And,
the Bears.
and they're over. These are all teams that are over New York Knicks, Real Madrid,
Wait, what's the New York
Manchester
Knicks got to do
United.
with this?
I'm just saying they're valued more. The Bears are valued more than the Knicks.
That's all day.
The
the
Bears.
Bears?
The Bears are valued more than the Lakers.
Damn.
Yes,
That's why.
the Bears have been around since the beginning of football.
That makes sense.
If you're gonna and I agree with Steve on that. If I'm and we all said it. If it comes down to it, if I'm Jerry Jones, I'm paying Micah.
I'm paying
not,
Parsons.
I'm not
Parsons.
I'm not paying Dak for another
We see what he's doing.
right, another 4 years of great season numbers, and then you go into the playoffs and you fucking stink it up. You know what I mean?
Black Tony Romo. This niggas is wild.
Yeah, nah, he is.
This is crazy. I'm
Do we get
tired
into-
of
I
trying to
think we
be
get-
nice, man.
We get a
No,
Tony
but the
Romo
problem
moment
is
this year.
But the problem is that when I hear Dak Prescott talk, I just want to be like, I want to punch you in the face, man. Stop acting like you are the best quarterback in the league because you are fucking not.
When I seen that hip workout he was doing,
I remember that.
I was like, get him out of here. Get him out of here. He's out here trying to look like he's doing something.
Like I thought he
He
was
made
about to-
that shit up.
I thought he was gonna twerk something after he did that. I was like, oh shit. I'm like,
Outta here.
but like I said,
Making
like,
up routines.
No, but it I honestly think because it's gonna be fucked up because if he does stay with the Cowboys and they pay him what he wants, which they're saying 60 million.
No,
They're saying 60.
no.
What are their options?
No, you're right. What are their options?
Trey Lance, a whole bunch of other quarterbacks.
Jerry
that can
Jones
play
ain't
for
doing
$2.
that. Jerry Jones ain't doing that. He's trying to put butts in the seat. They ain't coming to see.
That is true, but you do gotta put Buzz because then if that happens, he ain't gonna be the highest any longer. You know what I mean?
I don't think somebody will pay him, but I don't think it's Dallas.
I don't think Dallas is ready to go a different route.
If he does leave, I can see New York Giants picking him up.
He's not leaving Dallas.
No,
The reason why Dallas is what Dallas is because they have hope every year. Their fans are delusional.
Yeah.
And Dak Prescott is just good enough to make you think this might be the year until he fucks up at the end of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Or the end of the season.
He's going to.
No other quarterback is going to give you that hope. You're going to be like, Trey Lance? Lance?
I can't wait until we get that moment. But with that, I had to end it on this is Jaylen Brown and
I knew it.
ASAP Ferg.
I actually haven't.
Jaylen Brown rapping too?
Yeah,
You're too smart to be rapping, man.
I know.
right.
It's the most dangerous job in the country.
Yeah.
Get off the microphone. Go back to NASA.
Thank you guys for rocking with us. This is the 10th episode of the Sports Panel. You guys have a good night and be safe.